that it's up and working. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and find the draft link. Oh, I forgot that these headphones low-key sound better than the old ones, but the mic is much worse. And they're like quite literally falling apart, so. Okay, but it's like, it's up at least. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Did Silico send draft spectate links? Cause if, cause if not, we're like fucked, high key. Um, I'll see if I can just find the links he sent to Hong and just steal those. Okay, yeah, I think we have the first game draft. Okay, I'll just toss up the player highlights real quick. Let me get the stream so that you can see my OBS. All right. All right, it should be up. If you just kind of want to talk about this, I will try to figure out how to make everything else work. No, this is the yeah, this is the stuff before the game. Can we pretend we don't know what happens in the draft and have some thoughts about what we think is going to happen in the draft? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess true. Yeah, I mean, I'll also say like while we have this slide up, like Jonah does have the 3-0 Chivana with like a 16 KD, so that might be something to look at as well. I think he's died like once or twice on the champion total. Uh, oh, that's Mason all the time, I think. Yeah, you just kind of always do it. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. Okay, it could be me. This mic has no filter, so. But it was you earlier, so I don't know. Maybe it's both of us. Probably both of us. All right. Anyway, Valor and Silico both have their spotlighted champion at like basically 1-0, 11 KD. So we could be looking for this Victor or Sivir. I think Sivir's probably going to be more likely as an early pick. Um, don't know if Sam S would drop another 31 bomb on Kane if he gets it, but he's definitely good at the champion, so it might be something to look out for. Teddy's signature Jinx is highlighted here. Um, oh, I don't even think. Hold on, I don't think.
Oh wait, Chris also plays Lilia, right? So there's gonna be some prio on the Lilia
Yes.
pick in
Okay,
this
Mason, I
in
had you
these games.
muted the entire time, so my bad.
Ah, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
so it
gotcha.
was
So
me.
it
I'm
was you,
crazy.
you
Big,
fucking
big, big.
bozo! Cringe,
I
cringe,
have not
cringe,
used these
cringe,
headphones
cringe,
in
cringe,
2 years, man.
cringe, 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 cringe. Also,
Okay,
Sam S is Kindred,
true.
very good. A very strong champion in general as well. It's a little, I'd argue it's like a little better in solo queue where people don't know how to punish it as hard. It's also a little harder to execute in solo queue because of the mark system, but like I think that's a little more circumventable than the other stuff. Hold on. Let me close out of my Legends of Runeterra so I can actually pay attention to
I'll
what's going on.
TLDR what you said when you were muted. You basically just gassed up Jonah and said that the Lilia is a really strong
High
pick for him.
prio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also
and there's
said
also
that
the
Sivir
Kittens.
and Seraphine are likely going to be high prio.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
Here, I can
There's probably
swap
gonna be
for the
some.
highlight real quick.
They're probably gonna ban out Kathy's Enchanters because low champ pool type beat. But that's like, I don't know. All enchanters are the same to me. TBH.
True. Taking a quick look at Sam, he's played 16 games with 10 different champions, has an impressive, like, basically 5 KD. I believe the only junglers he's played this season are Kindred and Trundle. So it'd be interesting.
Wukong. He had a Wukong game
true,
versus
true.
us.
You're right. So it'd be interesting to see if he swaps to, like, the Wukong Arcane, if those two that he's been playing a lot of get banned out.
Mm-hmm.
Going to swap
Agreed.
real quick to another player highlight for Valor. He's played 10 games, 8 different champions. He has a 60% win rate.
Bit of a champ
2.5
ocean.
KDA. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
played like each champion an average of like 1 point a low number times. So
Yeah.
a lot of champion diversity. I feel like whenever I see him play, he always picks a really strong champion in the meta and always seems to perform insanely well on it. People do
Very
like
solid
to ban
player.
his Yasuo and Yone though, because he's
Yeah,
not
both
massive
very
on
annoying
those.
champions. Yeah.
Yep. And then the final
A lot of synergies in
highlight.
current draft meta as well. Yasuo synergizes a lot with Diana. Jonah has played the Diana before. It is a very good combo. Yone has a lot of flexibility, like he can go top as well. There are some madmen who play Yone jungle. I do not condone these actions, but it is a thing.
Is that
Has a lot of
not
synergy
you?
with like. No, it's not me. I would never
Okay.
condone such heinous actions, Dean Jones.
Of
What?
course not. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking
Hold
at
on.
this, I believe we're gonna get the Silico Hangbaba AD carry matchup.
Oh wait, yeah, this is a super hype
which has
matchup.
happened
Both are
once
super good.
before, and it was Teemo versus Ziggs. So it'll be nice to.
Oh
like,
wait, that was my game, wasn't it?
I don't know, man.
I was there. We drafted Teemo 80 carry. That shit was funny as hell.
But yeah, both of them have a pretty wide traditional marksman champ pool in addition to,
Yeah.
I guess
They're
the
both
Teemo
resident
Ziggs
sleeper
as well.
Sivir abusers. Yawn.
Yeah.
Very
Alright.
boring. Come on, guys. Pick new champions. Yawn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip the draft. Looks
Yeah.
like Cylakats banned Tryndamere. I'm not sure which of them plays it, but it's taken off the table. Kathy's Lulu, and I think Hong is a big Victor player, although I don't believe he was going to play mid lane, but they might not have been
I
sure about
don't
it.
think it would have been known. Yeah, it's not exactly known information.
And then a Kali ban versus. I'm honestly not sure. I know Chris plays
I
a
know
lot
Jonah
of
plays
Kali.
it too.
Yeah, but I feel like they'd know that Jonah's jungle, hopefully, if they've
I
been
mean,
watching
Valor
at
could
all.
also play it too, right? I have confidence in
Yeah,
his
I don't
ability
know.
to play it.
I just think it's
It's probably
weird
just-
to ban one of Chris's comfort champions. And
Yeah,
then Teemo
I'd
and
agree.
Kled taken away from Silico makes sense, even though. Okay,
He is
wait,
ADC.
hot take.
I
Maybe
mean, okay.
maybe Kathy's Kittens has just not watched a single game the entire season.
That I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a fact that they have not
Oh,
watched
okay.
any of these games.
Okay.
Also,
Kathy's
to
is,
be
like,
fair,
perma
I feel like-
sleeping on Scrims and doesn't realize that Silico's an AD carry this season and Jonah's a jungler, and they're just
this is probably true. Also, I would say that Silico could honestly probably take the Kled bot lane with like a Senna or something. It doesn't seem super traditional, but it is something I think Silico would do.
Yeah, I mean, I would also just say Silico's been playing very traditional stuff this series or this season.
Yeah,
so
this season
that would
at
be
least.
surprising.
And he's stepped up quite a bit, so
Yeah.
props to him.
Yeah, I feel like it's always been kind of like a running joke that if you put Silico on like a meta champion that you want him to play, he kind of trolls. But he's kind of turned around that narrative this season. Has been playing some
Yeah,
pretty
super
traditional players
standard.
really well. So
Look at this standard ass Seraphine Senna. Wow, guys, so innovative, so cool. Nice draft, bro.
yeah, I mean the Seraphine gets
Cringe,
taken
TBH.
first. B1 Seraphine, love to see it. Don't know why that wasn't banned. I guess, but they trade the Sivir Yumi for it, which I think is like
That's good drafting on
basically
Kathy's
like
part.
one of the
I
best.
think it's like a good
lanes,
handshake.
Yeah. So yeah. Seraphine Senna into Sivir Yumi. Both lanes are pretty damn strong. So you kind of like to see that. And then each jungler basically gets the jungler they wanted.
Yeah.
I
in
would
regards
say
to the
maybe
matchup-
Jonah wanted Lilia, but he didn't pick it. So clearly.
In regards to the jungle matchup, though, I'm pretty sure this is a Shyvana favored matchup.
Gosh,
I'm
it's
not sure
interesting
about
that they
the
picked
win rate
Kindred and not
stats.
them.
Yeah, I'm not sure about win rate stats. I can check real quick, but like typically when I played this matchup, because you can just like ulti and then poke out the Kindred from range,
Yeah,
and
that
then
makes sense.
as long as the Kindred doesn't, as long as you can get like Grievous wounds on her as well, it's like super good. Hold on, let me actually look up the matchup stats. But it's like you can force out the ulti early in fights. If you can get on top of her with like your Frostfire Gauntlet into Demonic Embrace, you do a lot of damage. You can typically be able to like beat her out come mid game with your better Dragon Take as well. But
Makes sense.
yeah,
I think these bans are like. I think they're good bans in terms of champions. I don't know if the players they're being banned against actually play them, but yeah,
yeah.
kinda,
Okay,
it is what
it is a
is.
Kindred favorite matchup, so I
Okay.
am wrong. But I don't think it's like that bad in terms of
Yeah, I mean, and both players are on comfort too, so I don't think it's like a
yeah.
huge deal. I'm going to see if I can flawlessly pull up the replay file. Not gonna promise anything, but I will give
Yeah,
it my best shot.
I'll talk about the rest of the draft then. Anivia pick is like kind of good into Shyvana. Like, Shyvana has to burn ulti getting over the wall to try and close the gap. Um, I'm pretty sure is Anivia favorite into Yasuo or is it the other way around? I have no fucking idea. But
Uh, I don't know.
you, it
You'd have to
a
look
lot
at the
of
map. I mean, I would
yeah.
personally take Valor's highest mastery champion over.
Yeah, but like in terms of the
Yeah,
matchup mechanics, I feel like Yasuo can wall a lot of Anivia's projectiles.
yeah. I mean,
They
he
are like
does
super
kind
slow and
of.
predictable too. So
Yeah, I mean, he should also just be able to like dash through minions to get around the Anivia wall. So I don't think it should be too bad for him.
yeah, yeah. I imagine the Mundo is sort of just like a comfort champion for their top laner. I
Yeah,
don't know Bennett that well, so but it does kind of get fucked by most of Kathy's teams. I think it's okay into Lilia just because of the spell shield. You can't ever pop your ulti as Lilia,
yeah.
but
I
she can
also
also kind
think
of just run away. But
I think if he's able to hit cleavers, it's really good for him because he can slow down
yeah,
Lilia. But I think it is also hard to hit the cleavers because Lilia's really fast.
yeah.
Um, my League client is loading. I may have needed to update League before trying to run.
I will say
The
overall, I
format.
think both drafts are like pretty even. This is probably like the most even draft I've seen. I don't think any team has a super big advantage. So,
Fair.
I think Cylakats is looking to play more aggressive. They want to be the ones engaging fights with like the Shyvana ult, the Lilia, or not the Lilia, the Seraphine follow up over the top with like Mundo following up. But Kathy's has a lot of engage and disengage as well. Lilia is a pretty flexible champion in terms of how she wants to play fights. You can start off with like multi-man ultis if you can get in with Flash on Lilia. Uh, Sivir ult is super good with Yumi ult and all that. And then Kindred is also good for like stopping engages decently well. And there's Nivea who's just a big control tool where you can sort of even out the game if you need to. So
Fair.
or stabilize your game by perma clearing waves and such. So
Yep, I am running my update now. I do think that was the issue, so it should.
uh,
I should be able to get us into game fairly quickly.
all right,
Um,
I'm a mute and eat. So
fair, fair, fair. Okay, yeah, yeah. We should be loading into game. I think something to also be noted is maybe the Mundo is simply locked in because the champion was unlocked on the account.
that's true, potentially true as well.
Okay.
That's also just like I don't think Mundo's that bad of a champion right now.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so
mean
either.
he's kind of bad, but like it's decent synergy with the rest of the team.
Does
So
this look good to you?
um, I can see everything.
Alright, cool. There we
Are you
go.
able to do the spectator zoom, or are you already doing it? I'm not
It
sure.
should already be done, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay. No flash on the Mundo. That's pretty interesting. I will say I think it's fun just because you do have a lot of additional tools like the Seraphine W
Yeah, I mean, he might
to
just
try
run
to
it
get
to
into
try
the
and,
fights.
for like matchup specific stuff, to try and counter the Lilia's speed. That could be
Yeah, which is
useful.
super valid.
Yeah.
Jonah also taking the Ghost here. I feel like it's really good.
Yep.
He takes PTA here. I think that's correct. I know he is a big Conqueror enjoyer, but I feel like you do not want long trades into like the or like you won't be able to get the full Conqueror value versus Sivir or like
Yeah, I mean, you have like double
Yumi.
marksman and
So
Lilia, so you're just gonna get like super kited, I think.
Yeah, so PTA get some short trades in, and then you can just chase them down with your fireballs. Pretty solid. Kindred did take Conquer. I feel like that is also correct. You're into 3 melee champions. You should be able to stack it up pretty quickly. Gives you a lot of additional team fighting power. Lilia with the Conquer as well. I think that's pretty smart.
Yep.
Silica on the Comet. Are you supposed to go Comet on AP? Or like when you're playing the carry?
I think Ares better, but
Okay.
I think either's probably fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Ares does have like the better synergy with like shield and heal power, right? Or is it like
I
the?
believe so I honestly like couldn't tell you why. I think
But the Comet poke is pretty good with like the
Right.
double Q. So those both are valid. Is what
I
I'm
mean I
saying.
think Comet is better on specifically E, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's as good on the other abilities because it doesn't do anything with W, and with the Q you're not slowing them, so you're not really guaranteeing a hit.
Yeah. But if you typically build Rylai's pretty early, or it depends on the comp, right?
Right.
But like Rylai's is a pretty core item on her, so it's not the
I'd hope
worst.
to see the Rylai's come out, definitely.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
I
times...
think Rylai's is super valuable here as well because
I mean,
you
a lot
want
of
to be able
times
to
you'll
catch
see
them.
the like Leandries into like Putrefier.
Cosmic.
So
Oh yeah. That's a pretty common one as
the
well.
Rylai's might just take a while, but if he builds an early Rylai's, I think the Comet's probably definitely better.
Yeah.
No
He's
one's
also
getting
running
poked out
the
really
farm
hard
mode,
in this
yeah.
early lane. Teddy is playing really well on the server.
Yeah.
Valor is definitely just showing his mastery of his champion. Seems to be dominating the early lane pretty well.
Yeah. Good route onto this Sivir Yumi.
Sivir didn't have the spell shield yet, so she's not able to do
A little bit of a preemptive ignite, I'd say, but I think it's fine. Nothing really happening. But I think both teams are looking to scale into like mid game. I don't think a lot of early action should happen, given the nature of Shyvana. I'd argue the Kindred could probably look for aggressive invades if they have the prio to do so.
It looks like the
Ooh.
Anivia is not rotating up to help the Kindred here.
Good wind
so
wall to block
she
the
might
third
just
proc.
die. Teddy, spell shield's late
Oh,
there.
spell shield's-
Takes a lot of damage.
I thought they spell shielded the root though, right? I think that's fine.
I think
'Cause you still get the heal back,
right?
right?
It visually the root still happens. It just roots everyone but you.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
I think so. I don't know. Sivir root is a strange ability, or Sivir spell shield is a strange ability. Yeah.
Bennett's playing
go
this
for the
lane
short
pretty
trade.
well. It looks like.
Yeah, just being able to stay in the Lia's face is super important in this matchup, I'm pretty sure. It looks like Jonah's going AD, or is this just the Bork? I'm not entirely sure.
Probably a board.
Bork's pretty good. You can go Bork's on fire Aegis. That's like the build most people do if you're going AD nowadays, because it gives you a lot of sticky power. The tenacity is also like kind of underrated on the champion.
Looks like there might be a fight mid, but actually
Jonah
just
is
goes
not
down
6.
to try
I
and
would
pick
just
up.
never look for that fight ever. TBH. Looks like you got double grabbed, which is sort of the nature of Shyvana. You don't have a lot of early prio as well in your lanes.
She is going for a gank here though, or at least pinging for it.
They do have the ghost. It is Yumi Sivir though, so I think it's a little McDonald's to go for that gank. Not gonna lie, a little burger flippy with your bot lane so low as well. Ooh, good spell shield by Teddy.
Yeah, the amount of sustain he has is actually outweighing the Sennas and Seraphines, which is pretty funny. I guess Yumi
Yeah.
just kind of does that, and if you're hitting your spell shields, you're healing up pretty well anyway.
Yeah.
Slightly ahead in CS in the lane, although I think part of that's just because Cylakats is channeling their backs here.
Yep. Sam is a little bit out tempoing Jonah. I think his clear mechanics is probably like a little more refined, but
He does
Kindred
have
is-
one mark at the base.
yeah, he got it off the double grab.
Yep.
Looks like he's looking for the Raptors. Valor does have prio here. He's gonna look for the rotate. I don't think we get anything
Yeah,
though.
I don't think anything's gonna happen up there.
Yeah.
Game continues to be pretty slow.
Boy ass game, bro. This
Noam
could be
is
the
at
Anathema's rush
23
from the.
souls right now, so he does have the first range upgrade.
Yeah.
Did he choose
Looks
not
like
to spell shield there? He might not have had it up.
potentially. I'm so this is the Anathema's rush from the
Okay,
window,
Valor
right?
might be getting something here. Yeah, if he's
Nah,
able to hit
there's
the stun-
egg.
Well, I just mean if he's able to pop the egg with the Q3, but if he's
That
able
is
to stun
pretty
it,
valuable,
it
yeah.
that from happening.
Yeah, makes sense.
For what it's worth, there is a 1,000 gold lead in this game. I think part of that is just Senna being Senna, but we'll take a quick look here. So 400 of it is in the support role. And then,
Yeah, Senna just generates more gold.
yeah, I
Yumi,
think
right?
the rest of it is like slightly spread around the map. But
Yeah,
that
sleeves,
mid
yeah.
lane gap is pretty huge. The Yasuo's up about 400 gold.
Yeah. Shyvana is still not 6. That is like the big sticking point. He does have a little bit of synergy with the Yasuo as well. If you can get like the long range ulti, there is like a slight knockback to it. So
Mid jungle 2v2 is coming out, but I don't think either team is really looking to commit to anything in the early game, so probably won't see anything.
yeah. Also, the ghost does feel super valuable when you have to deal with a lot of long-range enemies, which
Oh,
is
Sam
definitely
is
the case
going
here.
for Noam, but I think the Senate. Oh, gets first
Senate,
blood.
he does block,
not
but
get the mark.
I'm pretty sure Sam dies for this.
Sam has ulti.
Ooh, good
He
flash,
smited-
never
He
mind.
smited the crab to get 6.
Jonah does not have 6. This is just not good at all.
Yeah, Sam might be able to pick this one up as well. No,
Ooh,
it
that's
goes to
very
Hong.
rough on the opener.
If Sam got damage here, he'd be able to pick up the mark. Teddy's able to
Ooh,
spell
good spell
shield the
shield.
Q. That was not a mark for Sam, but that is huge for Teddy.
They did pick up 3 kills off that. That's super big. I do think that was just like an ill-advised fight. If you miss the smite, you probably disengage every time. Because if you hit the smite as Shyvana, you get 6. You probably can flip the fight immediately. But since Kindred got it, they hit 6. You just can never take that fight with Kindred ult up. And 70, you have to burn it. That's the worst part of that fight. So
The gold lead is now flipped in the other direction. Not as big as you'd expect with the 3-kill lead, including first blood, but
it's still a small gold lead. Yeah. Jonah is still not 6. This is very painful.
I'm absolutely terrified of this hitter here.
Yeah. I will say it probably will take a bit of skill positioning the Yumi ulti this game because of the lack of engage options from, or like the way that red team wants to engage is like not super linear. So like you have to like position your Yumi a little differently
Yeah, basically
than if you had like a.
is ranged there. Or actually, everyone literally is ranged. The only person who's like a pseudo frontliner here is Lilia, and she also just positions weirdly because she just tries to hit a ball and then tap the ultimate.
Yeah.
Teddy is basically 1v3.
Oh, Teddy
on
is
your-
trying to 1v4 here. This is a little ego. Ulti coming out from Jonah. The ulti comes out from the Silver as well. I think this is fine though.
Sivir and Yumi
like-
LT are able to peel each other out, and they might have stalled long enough for Anivia and Kindred to be able to show up and flip this.
I don't think so, just because of how
Sam's
Shyvana
steals are
damage works. As
disgusting.
long as he hit the.
He almost
okay.
got. That's a 4-man Seraphine R basically. The Kindred all
Oh,
comes
the
out to
Kindred
try
ult
and
comes
save
out.
it. Teddy in this
But
position
this
is
makes it really
well
easy for
done.
Shyvana to time the E. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Ooh,
kills
but
traded
the-
over, and that should get out the Anivia egg. Teddy gets caught by the root, so he's just dead also.
Oh. Okay.
And this should also be a
Cylakats played
dead
this
Yumi.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ulti from Cylakats was huge. One kill gifted over to each number in that fight.
Yeah. This Bork build seems very strange in this game, I will say. Like, Bork is better for long duels. I feel like you definitely want to just go to Monarch here with the Frostfire, because you can get the slowdown immediately and stuff, but
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think it's hard to auto-attack that much on these champions that you probably won't be able to get into range. If you're able to get like the 3
I mean,
autos with the
technically-
slow, it helps, but it's hard to get those autos out in the first place. And you're right,
Yeah.
with the Frostfire, you only gotta hit them once, and then...
yeah. I mean, technically with Shyvana, you can do double Q into auto, or not double Q, but your Q counts as 2 autos into another auto, and you should just have it fully procced. That's why PTA is so good on them. Looks like a 2-man invade is coming out here. They're looking for the blue here. Jonah does have ulti. I'd probably not want this fight as red side.
Yeah, I wonder if
No,
Valor's
those
gonna
are
look for a
rotate
play
down.
here. I think there's a non-zero chance he's able to pick something up, just because he's Yasuo, but... Probably wouldn't advise it.
I'm surprised that Cylakats is playing the Senna, the Seraphine, and not the Senna. I feel like he'd be a little more comfortable on the traditional marks, or the more traditional marksman. But I do like the mix-up here.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be that he's more comfortable farming.
Yeah, that could be true as well. I didn't think about it that way, actually. That's pretty smart.
I mean, I do know that no one plays basically every role, I think, but I think his two main ones are support and jungle, which both don't farm. So
Yeah, farming is for cringe babies who need to take jungle camps to hit 10 CS per minute.
exactly, really got me there.
True.
Hog's been playing this game really well. I feel like all of his Qs have just kind of been hitting. He does not have the most CS in the game. That goes to Bennett. He's been playing a very
I know,
uninteractive-
farming up a storm. Okay.
he did get the anathemas first.
I think it's fine. Like,
see it.
I think you got anathema's force of nature, and Lilia just never wants to play League of Legends ever again. Hits the
Alright,
root
that's
in the
the
slow.
ghost
Looking for the
and
ulti.
ulti. And
hits
he's able to
the
pick up
ulti.
two,
Okay.
though. So that
He does
should
get
be
two,
two
but
kills
both
for Jonah
go to the
versus
jungler.
Kittens. Oh, actually, Sam's here. Yumi's able to
Sam's
just
here.
attach. Sam will not be getting a mark here, but is able to pick up a kill.
Ooh, good counter game.
I think
from Sam.
Mundo ulti was
Super
burned
neutral.
top and traded for Lilia Flash. but
Yeah, I
nothing
mean,
ultimately
I think
happens.
Sam showing up actually neutrals that play super hard, so
Yeah.
good timing from him. Yasuo should win this 1v1 unironically, but maybe not with the Yumi. The Senna ult coming out. Windwall's something? If he hits the tornado here, probably a doable fight.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a way to do that, though.
Yeah.
The CS leads in both solo lanes are flipping the gold lead in their advantage here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
shout out
This
to
Yasuo
Valor
is a
and
little
Bennett
bit of
for
a
playing
astro
this really
gapping.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the two big weaknesses of Kathy's Kittens, at least from what I've seen, is generally weaker solo lanes and like poor late game aggro.
Yeah.
But Teddy and Sam are both really far ahead this game, so if they're able to kind of mitigate that other weakness that I was talking about, the late gaming stuff, they should be able to salvage the game. I think Yavi's cut out here and how much they can do.
Ooh, good flash from Valor.
Oh, Sam chose not to ult
the
here.
ulti?
Ult now?
Oh, okay. It hits the ulti now.
With the Yumi on him, this might be enough. Okay, Valor's
yeah.
down.
The tower damage is
Hong
stacking up
should
too
be able
high.
to get. That's 3 kills for Kathy's here.
This should be 4 here.
Yeah.
This Mundo should still be dead. Yeah.
That play was
Collects the mark
huge.
too. That's huge.
Yeah, if these two Fed marksmen for Kathy's just position well and play to their advantages, they should have a solid grasp on this game. I just want to see more
Yeah.
play around dragons.
Agreed. I will say I think Cylakats has hit multi-man ults every time, so I'm very impressed by his Seraphine's performance so far. Felt like every single time he's showed up to fights with his ulti, he's been super impactful, so it's just I think the tower dive was a little too ambitious from Kindred, or not Kindred, from Yasuo and the Shyvana.
Yep.
Diving with Kindred ult is always a little spooky, and Teddy's positioning has been pretty pristine so far.
Yeah, I mean, he also has the spell shield to bail himself out if he ever missteps too,
Yeah,
which is nice.
and the Yumi, so
yeah.
it's okay. He's one of us. He's a Wizard 101 player. We have rejected our League of Legends roots. We are going back to the true source of knowledge and power. Wizard 101, thank you. Please come play with us. We need a Storm Mage or a Fire Mage. Thanks. Anyone watching in the chat, hit me up.
Alright, well, Kathy's Kittens is able to even up the dragons here.
Yeah.
Although
Bit of an
Bennett
advantage
is
on
still
their
getting
side as well.
a huge gold advantage in top lane if he's able to grab this tower.
Yeah, but Lilia is kind of okay at being low econ, so I wouldn't be too mad about it.
Yeah.
Okay, looking for the play
I
on the
think Yavi's
Anivia,
just
misses the root.
dead here.
He's just dead. A little bit of an overextension on his part. Or their part, sorry. Securing the red buff for the Kindred, that is pretty good. I'd be very wary of trying to fight this Mundo as a Kindred with only Kraken Slayer, but I will say I think Sam Mess is, if he goes for the Collector here, it is a little troll. I feel like
I'm hoping it'll
LBR...
be the Bork, maybe?
Bork is decent here.
I'm just trying to
he is
figure out
good.
like, what he can build from these components. Sam does
That's
not
not a
have
collector.
ulti here.
Yeah.
That's probably a
It's just, I think they're underestimating the Yasuo damage a little bit. The Yasuo is pretty strong.
Yeah, but this
Ulti
whole
coming
energy
out,
just
I
really
think trying to
fed.
bail out Cylaka. Oh, no, it's to get damage on the server. Or not the server, the Kindred.
Fortunately, missed. But it's okay.
I think Sam is at 4
Stack
marks at
checks
this
real
point.
quick. Senna's at 58, so almost has the 3rd range upgrade, and then Kindred is at 3
Who's Kindred?
at the moment.
Oh. Needs one more for the critical range upgrade on Kindred.
Drops the
Exhaust? Ooh, the
exhaust
flash. Ooh,
from
good
Kathy.
combo from Hong.
Hong
But
might
the
be able to
ulti
get
coming
2
in.
kills here, does
Two?
end up dying. I don't know if Kathy's gonna
Shyvana,
be able to
Yasuo
get
should
Sam.
win this.
Is not. Sam has to play this really well. Valor's able to stun
Good
lock
ulti
him
from
during the
Valor to
ulti.
stunlock him. Let's fucking go. Well played.
Valor and Jonah both played those really well. Unfortunately,
Yeah, Jonah
was not
coming
able
in.
to save his bot lane, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. The flash ulti from Seraphine was a little wonky, but it's like, from talking to the other Sam, that shit's kind of hard to do, and he has never hit one, so. Or, has he hit one? He probably has. It's just, every time it loses his team the game or something. There's a funny meme about it.
I
It's
think
the
this is
cleaver.
probably gone here. The ghost probably sealed his fate.
Yeah.
Mundo's
Look at this
probably,
Mundo
oh,
damage.
Mundo does not
Did he
dive.
back off? What? You have the anathemas. This
Cowardice.
Lillian does peanut damage to you, man. What?
Well, he doesn't have anathemas on the tower.
Towers is for babies.
So true. Oh,
He's with the collector. Let's go!
god damn it.
We love to see it.
Well, Jonah has finished his 2 first items.
Yeah.
But not the
I
boots.
personally don't like this. Frostfire with the fork. It's kind of like you're double stacking on slows. You might as well just get more damage with the Aegis. The tenacity is pretty decent here into
Oh,
like
yeah, he whiffs. He should just be dead here. to be
ooh,
also.
good combo from Valor.
Yeah.
What's the stun?
He
Yeah.
just needs to be hitting those stuns in order to not die.
Good spell shield to block the, or it didn't block the NATO, I think he just missed, but now the Kindred is dead as well. They really just underestimated Valor's Yasuo here.
Yep.
Like, you can't play into his ranges like this. This is super bad.
They do
The shield
manage to
bow is
pop the shield
popped.
bow, yeah.
Hong is chunking him out with the...
the sun is
Oh, but
behind
the
though, so
fucking
it's very rough. And then the Seraphine ulti catches
Seraphine
him.
ulti, let's go!
Chris is able to pick up 1 here, but
But it's not enough.
yeah,
The
it
Shyvana is
doesn't really
just...
do anything.
Yeah.
This Yasuo
I think
is
Cylakats
ridiculous.
is reclaiming the gold lead a little bit. Definitely trying to reclaim tempo here. I think Kathy's is trolling a little bit by playing too much into this Yasuo. They definitely need to be spacing him out a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I believe
Their range advantage.
Yasuo is Valor's highest mastery champion.
Yeah,
They did choose to
yeah.
ban
He's
the
playing it
Yone
pretty well.
instead, but I probably would have
Which
just
is
taken
interesting.
Yasuo off the table. I mean, I
Yeah.
honestly still think they just assumed it was Jonah mid, Silico top, but whatever. I don't know, because I guess the
think I
logic
need to
tracks,
explain.
because Valor's played some ADC before, and if they assume Joey's playing jungle, then whoever's subbing for Joey would take over jungle, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just for what it's worth, this is why it's important to watch the streams of other people's games to understand what's happening. Smile.
True. And
Also,
that's why I'm
that way we boost
honest.
viewership and engagement. Yay.
True, true. Actually, wait, let me pull up Twitch chat right now. Has anyone said anything?
And we're just blatantly ignoring them and talking about engagement. Solid.
True.
It's okay, I'm only on a single monitor setup, so I can't have it pulled up. That's my bad. The Rift Herald is summoned mid. This should give Cylakats enough prio to take Dragon if they didn't have it already, so they're going to be at double stack Dragons. And they have about a 3k gold lead. And they managed to pick up the turret even though the mid laner was there defending it. And Yavi's just going to die here, I believe.
Flash. Ooh, good ulti to pop the egg. Are you gonna take the ult? Oh, you're so scared. You're so scared, Val.
I think that's probably reasonable, especially because Sam had ulti to just save it.
Super
But he
Val.
takes the
Oh,
ulti
gets
on
the ulti
Sam.
on the Kindred. Oh, the ulti coming out.
Yeah, Lilia ult is not needed to burn, or they don't need to burn the
Was it
Lilia ult to
burned?
protect
Yeah.
Sam. I'm just gonna do a quick check on Sam. He still only has 3 marks at 21 minutes. That's actually a bit of an L for them. He does have 4 kills, and 3 assists. Just hasn't been marking the right people, I guess.
Agreed.
Hate to see
Hello,
it.
SteelWolf33. How are you doing on this fine afternoon?
Yes, Mason, our engagement king.
Of course. I stream sometimes, you know, like, you gotta engage, bro. Come on. I'm still not a fan of this build on Jenna. It irks me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. I think the collector buy here from the Kindred is a little more egregious though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know who you're collecting this game, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're collecting this fucking L because you're building collector into Mundo, Shyvana, Yasuo, cringe, TBH. Surely we can't be building PD here. Surely not, man.
I don't know. I think Bork would be cool. They have a 2
Oh,
HP
no, Bork is
stackers.
also solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And Kindred does build on hit items decently. It's not like the best, but it's doable. Because you can also go like Bork into like Frozen Heart. That's like a build some Kindreds do if you're
Just
into
do,
like a lot of dive.
Bork or Dumps or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Lot
there's a
of
lot of options. Yeah. Ditto or whatever. Think the
Jinx
same-
over. Anyways.
You're so cute, Mason. You're matching.
Yeah, true. Little fruity, you know?
Oh, yeah, you'd almost think we were dating or something.
True. So true.
People think that, apparently. It's
That's on God.
understandable.
SteelWolf, I do not know who you are. I'm terribly sorry. Your stream name is very different from your Scrims name if you are in Scrims, so
True.
stay mad, I guess.
Huge shout out to Valor. He's been playing this game really well.
Yeah, this is
Bennett
definitely Valor's game to
also
carry here.
having a large gap in his lane, but a lot more quietly with the just 1
Yeah.
assist and no kills. Teddy is sitting
Definitely.
at a casual 237 CS at 23 minutes.
Yeah,
But I
Teddy
don't
does
know if
that.
it's gonna be enough. He's got his like 3 core items that he needs, but I think the rest of his team is too weak to be able to support him properly.
Yeah, hits the W from the Senna into like a little bit of trade from the Seraphine. He is going the Putrefier build after his Leandries, which is very valid. Looks like he's going for a Seraphs afterwards, which is, I think, pretty common on Seraphine.
Yep. That
Okay.
makes sense to me. We are not seeing the early Rylai's that we were hoping since he went the
Yeah,
combo build, but we might see it later on, so
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
It's
Valor
also
might
like
be able
not
to kill
the
here.
Q. Wind while blocking the Q. He has to play this really well. Dashes in, starts autoing. Hong goes for the spell shield when he knows the tornado is up.
Oh, my gosh,
the flash in! Ooh, and the flash in response! Okay, the Sentinel almost being able
All
to bail him out
4
there.
thumbs burned from the bot lane, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I think they had to though. And
Yeah.
if Jonah can do this right, he can catch them here. Nope.
Teddy has really good positioning, and I believe that Ghost is
Yeah.
still active.
The
Or at least
Ghost is
was
also
at the
popped
time.
from the Shyvana here.
This is probably just going to amount to nothing. I believe that was 1,000 gold bounty going to Teddy there, so
Yeah,
he'll
that
probably
is
get
really
pretty close to
unfortunate.
his next item.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a fight that can even be forced here, and the dragon isn't up, so Kittens is not actually going to get too much off of that play. Even though it was well played by Hong to be able to get the kill onto Yasuo.
Ooh, good push
Chris
tease
gets caught
by
out there.
Jonah here. The Bork damage coming in really hot there. Able to just fucking rip through the Lilia's HP with
Do you like
Q.
the third item for Shyvana? Does that salvage it, or is that just confusing?
No, Demonic is good here.
Okay.
I think if you just go Demonic Crossfire and then like a little more tanky, it's probably better, but
Yeah, I wasn't sure
I
if
don't.
like Bork and Demonic in the same build was troll or not.
you can build whatever, to be honest, on Shyvana. It's just 2 damage items I would consider a little overkill because Demonic scales so well with HP.
Gotcha.
You can afford to go like more defensive.
Yeah, this should just be a third dragon and soul point picked up for Cylakats. They're doing it on vision, but
Yeah.
Kathy's gonna
I don't
just
think they
running
care.
away.
I don't know why, to be honest,
They're
though.
not
I feel like they should
trading
try to
for
scrap
Baron.
her.
I would assume that's would have been the motivation for it, but I think Teddy just
Ooh,
yeah.
good tornado. Hits the Anivia with egg, but he just is Yasuo and is gonna rip through her HP bar.
Yeah, Teddy had enough gold for Lord Dumps, so I think he just backed there instead of taking Baron, but I do think that Kindred and Sivir probably could have just shredded it.
Yeah, I also think this should be the Baron call here from Cylakats.
Hong might be able to get a kill onto the Yasuo here. The Tornado makes it really tough though, and Silica's able to heal him up.
Yep, and the sustain. Silica's a little
Sam might be
overextended
able
though.
to get
Oh, the
his
ulti into
fourth
Sam
stack.
though. Oh, the ulti coming out from the Kindred as well. This should let the Yasuo 3-stack his Tornado, but I think Kathy's just got chunked out. I'd just start pinging Baron like over and over. Collapse on this Lilia. You can definitely do it with the amount of sustain you have in your comp.
Yep, and Lilia just had to blow flash away from Mundo.
You have Yasuo and Senna. Yeah, you have Yasuo, Senna, and Shyvana on your comp, and the Leandri's user, so you should rip through Baron real quick. Plus, your Shyvana built Bork and Demonic, like you do so much percent HP damage that this Baron should be a walk in the park.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are allergic to Baron this game though, so it's not
Yeah.
going to start up at the moment. 3k gold lead and 3 dragons for Cylakats is kind of really disgusting.
Yeah.
So they have
They
a
also
really
can
good
just play for
foot,
soul as well.
grasp.
Arguably, Hextech Soul is the best one in the game. It gives you pick potential, it ups your damage, it does your taxes, it does literally everything for you. So, gets you a girlfriend, helps you find your love, like, it does the whole 9 yards, so.
So I can guarantee League players have girlfriends. Has to be by Hextech Soul. No other explanation.
True. Exactly. If you have a girlfriend or a significant other, you have gotten Hextech Soul at some point in your life. That's just facts.
Hong is still looking to play really aggressive. He's sitting at 311 CS at 28
Yeah.
minutes.
Since neither team really wants to start a fight at Baron, they're probably just gonna wait for Soul.
Yeah.
Which is
for what it's worth,
which
Teddy
is the valid way
has
to play.
15,000 gold. Second highest in the game is 12k.
Yeah, he is very strong.
I again still don't think he's able to solo carry this game, but he's doing a lot of work.
He's trying. He is trying. Looks like they're just farming up the storm. I think Silica has been a little too light on the farm as well. I think he's abandoned one too many waves. Seraphine does enjoy having the extra income from farming. I think that's why you prefer like the Senna supports or like the champions that let you farm as a Seraphine rather than the support Seraphine, because a lot of your items as Seraphine are kind of expensive. So.
Yep.
Plus, like, accelerated enchanters are, like, kind of OP, in my opinion, so.
There. He is slowly trudging towards that, Archangels, or whatever the hell it's called at this point. Is it Archangels
Yeah, it's
still?
Archangels. Or Seraphs. It's Seraph's Embrace still, yeah. It's Archangels and then it turns into Seraph's Embrace.
Oh, the Yasuo ulti on the
okay.
Sivir is not able to get spell shielded. The Yumi is able to keep him alive, and then Ghost and Sivir ulti burned afterwards, but Sivir kinda isn't doing any damage into the Enchantress comp. They're able to pick up 2 kills, but I believe Cylakats should be able to finish this off. Sam's burning, has to burn the ulti to save himself from the ignite. Hong is still attacking.
Yasuo has no way back into the fight. Yeah, and Hong is just able to pre-fire if he can.
Yeah, but it looks like they're just able to disengage, which is kind of able to save the remaining member of Cylakats. And Jonah should be up in time for the next dragon.
Yeah, it is a 2-for-0 or a 2-for-1 trade. I will say Jonah will show up to this dragon without dragon form though, which is a very big weakness of Shyvana. If you die before objective spawns, you're actually dead for like a couple, like 20 to 15 or 20, not 20, like 15 to 28 seconds longer, just because you don't actually have your dragon form, and that's like your only spike. Alright, that's like super important for your team fighting, your objective control, the whole 9 yards. So basically, if you die before objectives with Shyvana, like your death timer is actually a little longer than it says, just because you need to rebuild form.
That makes sense. I wonder if he will be able to do. It looks like they might be attempting to trade like
They
Baron.
should have enough time. Okay, so now they're doing the Baron flip, right? Surely?
Surely
or do they want to go
will,
for
and surely they're not going to just walk towards Dragon and try and steal with no Shyvana R. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sam's able to just
Okay,
burst
so they
through this
do just-
dragon. I
so
don't
they do
really
just
know
take
what
the
the
dragon.
play is here.
Shyvana still doesn't have form, by the way. This is why you don't take Shyvana jungle camps at Hogwava. Please, if we ever play together, don't take my camps as Shyvana. Thank you. Anyways,
Teddy is still CSing insanely above 10. He's at basically 17k gold.
yeah.
Now almost has a 4,000 gold lead over anyone else in the game. Kind of disgusting.
Little gross.
Bit of a CS vacuum.
Yeah.
I believe Sam is still
Donut.
okay, Sam did hit 4 stacks at some point. The Senna is sitting on 99, about to get the 5th range upgrade.
He went. Are you supposed to go quick blades? Yeah, right. On Sivir, it's like good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
So they do
it's-
start the Baron after they have taken the dragon and they're able to contest. But I think Gathys is just mentally AFK and not aware that how fast they can do it.
Sam might be able to get the steal here.
Oh,
Doesn't
good smite
Q
from
over
Jonah.
though? Oh, he didn't
Chris
have
is
smite
in the
up.
pit.
Yeah, Chris is just gone here.
Dead, yeah. I don't think Cylakats should take this fight though.
Yeah, it looks like Sam didn't have smite stacks up. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah. Very strange timing. Okay. He does go the red nuance here. I feel like it is pretty solid. There are 2 crit champions on the side of Cabbies? Yeah.
Silco is still slowly inching towards that item.
Yeah. I think it's just his farm has just been a little lacking in general. Just because he's been playing more for fights as the Seraphim.
Hong is
I think
almost
he
able
is-
to grab a kill here.
Oh,
he's able to
managed
get
shut
one,
down the-
and then dies in the
But the
Senna
ulti in
ulti.
response, I think this is actually worth just because you get
That
the
might be
3 off the
game,
map.
though.
Yeah. Shyvana should be able to catch them here with the ulti. The W or the E does so much fucking damage. The wall comes down, but he's just fast enough with his W. The burn gets them. Oh, and the Senate Q over the top should get them. And the Anivia dies here.
I mean, I
and then
think
Yasuo's
with-
just ending the game.
Oh, he gets the ulti.
Oh, but he lives on one here, I think.
Focus on the
Pretty
minions
sure.
and the towers.
Yeah, Yasuo should be able to rip and tear through
Oh,
these.
Yasuo took a lot of damage from tower. Wasn't able to get away to reset the aggro.
I'm surprised he didn't just stick it out though. Because if you get the minions, you could probably heal up, but that's kind of a gamble, so.
I don't know, maybe you don't want to fight the Lilia Yumi.
What are you scared of? You're a 9 and 3 Yasuo with 3 items.
This game is being played so slowly. I feel like
Yeah.
Cylakats has everything they need to just end it, but they could just be scared of the basically 400 CS Sipper. But
Yeah,
she isn't
okay.
getting any stronger. I mean, she has 2 more levels she can get, but that's about it. And like maybe
Yeah.
a Wrath Pot, but I think she might
Oh,
already
they have the
that.
Wrath Pot
Yeah, I
there,
was gonna
literally
say.
just. This is final form Sivir. With the Ghost and the Flash coming up, like, this is gonna be a really hard fight on the side of Cylakats. I think the Yasuo should still be able to 1v1 the Sivir.
I mean, I will say, maybe the Sivir has too much CS. You might have wanted more of this on like the Lilia or the Kindred or something. Valor is
Valor
caught
might be caught
between
here. He
the
gets the
entire
ulti
team,
down.
but the Mundo
Good
comes up and he
stopwatch.
pops the stopwatch and comes up alive. He does end up dying to the Kindred. Although
Not a lot of
range
time,
is
though.
disgusting here, and he's
Ooh.
able to pick up the kill onto the Anivia. Both mid laners are down. One mid laner arguably has a bit more value here, though, so I think that trade is probably in favor of Kathy's Kittens.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, the wind wall was almost good enough to save him, though. Like, that wind wall got a lot of value, threw it straight into the Yumi ulti, so. Wait, Jonah, is your fucking. I swear, if this man named himself Steelwolf33, I will cringe on main.
Hong really wants something here. You can just tell
Yeah,
by the
he's
way he's
fishing
positioned.
for it.
He's trying to just walk up and select it.
This is like the classic problem of drafting zero engage or very odd engage. Like relying on your worst player to play as engage is always a little sussy and bogus, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even think that's necessarily true.
Really?
I think.
I feel like if you
Oh,
draft
no,
like
I'm saying I don't think that's what they're doing.
okay.
I I don't know. I think if you throw Kathy and Chris together here, they have an angle to get something done. But Yumi's just been staying on the champions.
Hong is just able to free fire onto the back.
The ulti,
I
which
think
might
Cylakats
be able
with
to be
the
good
ulti.
enough for this fight. Hong's able to get
Hong is
one kill,
fucking
and
dancing
Jonah's
too,
gone
though.
here. Valor gets
Oh,
on the
but Valor?
backline though. That could be.
But Cylakats is getting fucking torn apart by the Silver.
Valor
Woodwall
needs to
coming up.
play out of his mind here. Is
Oh,
not
and he's
quite
not able
do
to.
it. Hong just devours the blue buff during the GA.
Based. The Silver champion's super balanced, though. I promise, guys.
Yeah.
No issues here.
If we look in base though,
They are 1 point off
yeah,
to
they
all the.
lose. They lose
A
a
tower?
there. Yeah,
That's not
that's not that bad actually. But
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
ideal. Hong had to burn both sums in that fight, which could actually be pretty big.
Yeah, if he gets caught, the game is fucking over.
Yeah. He does not care about tanking the turrets. Unlike the
Good, good
awesome.
Chad.
Yeah, so Soul could go to either team. They're basically even in gold now, these are bounties. So we could just see a player on Baron that could dictate the rest of the game.
Agreed.
Really down to the wire.
Very close game. I feel like both teams have kind of fumbled a little bit in terms of late game. Like, yeah, definitely some moments where they could have made some cleaner calls, but
So many
is
souls
what it
being
is.
left on the table.
no.
Has 116, could have been at 120. Sam is
Yeah.
only at 5 stacks, unfortunately.
That is a Kindred problem, though. He is still like
When
quite
your team
strong.
doesn't have prio, it's really hard to get those extra stacks. Hong gets chunked, and I think had to blow the spell shield there. Jonah is sitting back, slightly out of vision. If he's able to get a good engage, though, that should just seal the game.
Yeah.
Hong is just going for their base, but the entire team is rotating on him. This could be a bit of a throw, actually. The whole team has showed up. He was trying to just 1v3 this. I don't really know what the communication was here. Hong is now rooted in tower range and just dies. That play was actually like incredibly troll. I'm not sure what he was doing
I
there.
think they're going for the Baron swap. Like, you send someone there, and
Yeah,
then you get
but
the Baron.
do you send the Sivir?
I wouldn't, but I guess that's what they chose to do, so.
Yeah, and then you have to burn the Lilia flash to get out.
Well, I mean, they should
I
be
guess
back up in time for a counter
probably
play.
worked to do what they wanted to do. I just don't know if donating 1,000 gold to someone is the move that you want to go for. The shutdown did go to Mundo, who is one champion who's not full build. Actually, that's their whole team. Anyone could have gotten that, and it would have been huge for them. And now you're missing basically the only champion on your team who does anything.
Wait, the
so I think the other
Cylakats?
team
Is
should just be able
Cylakats
to end,
able
right?
to end?
'Cause-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Sam is kind of strong, but I don't think he has enough peel.
yeah, I mean,
They
Sever's
need to
gonna
play this
respawn in
base
5
defense
seconds,
really well.
but
Yeah.
Valor's able to
Okay,
kill
Valor
the
does
Nivea
manage
here.
to get the Nivea here.
And now Hong's back up.
Okay,
Might be able to
I'm
do
just
this.
saying MVP of this game right here is Hongwalva. Sorry, like either way.
Valor or Hong.
No. If they win, if Cylakats win, it's because Hong threw the game. If Kathy's wins, it's because Hong won them the game. So,
That's so true. Except that's not how it works, unfortunately.
nah, you're wrong.
I'm not giving Hong MVP for the other team.
Wait, the play he did for Inhib, is he not like win trading? Do we not need to check his
I'm
PayPal
just
after
saying,
that?
I'm not. I'm not.
I think we
people
need
for
to
trolling.
do a quick PayPal check. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's just in him for in him trade, Mason. And one team got Baron out of it, so it's clearly there's not a Yasuo flanking them.
Clearly not.
Looks like both of them are just taking it back though.
Oh wait, this could be a catch on the Lily if he sees it. Oh, he doesn't though. Okay. This
I
should
think
be
the
just
fight around
a
Seoul-
McDonald's fight over
Yeah.
Seoul, yeah. They're fighting behind the Denny's right now, the Waffle House fight.
Yeah, well, I was parking lot. Let's go.
Make better choices, man. What can I say?
Yeah. Looks like the Oh, Chris is just caught out here
Oh,
really.
potentially
Honk
good
might be able to
catch
bail
here.
him out, but there's just
Oh,
too
the
much
Cassie's
damage
the
now.
ulti coming
And
out.
now
Oh,
the
and the
charm
Sim
hits,
ulti
not able
over
to
the
spell
top.
shield it, they're just
Oh,
dead.
and they just get ripped apart. Okay.
That should just be game. I don't think you want to pick up Soul
Yeah.
here. You just want to leave this Kindred alone. Oh, they're able to pop the GA with the Sun ultimate. No one's been really
Yeah.
good at hitting those this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we honor Hong for Cylakats here, TBH.
So true. I think you know who the correct answer is. So.
Yes, it's Valor. I know. He played super well. He got multiple picks onto the Anivia and basically won his team the game off those. I'm still gonna make the meme.
Gameplay.
Yeah, his Yasuo is pretty good.
Alright, well GG's to Sylakats for the first game.
Yeah, it was a pretty insane game.
Yep. Oh, were you able to see the client the whole time? Or
No.
okay, cool. I was like just making sure.
I have the stream pulled up and everything, so I'm double checking everything.
Okay,
You're good.
thank you. I am going to. Oh shoot, I forgot to pull up assets for the. Do you know who's which side next game?
Let me look. Same sides? Question mark?
Okay, and then can you send me?
Wait, no. That's not true. That's not true. Hold on.
Wait, can you send me the post game as well?
Sure, but I do not know which side they are.
Oh, okay.
I think it's flipped. You probably have to scroll up and check, TBH. Or you can double check with them. I don't remember.
If you can send the post game, though, that'd be awesome.
I sent it to you in
Okay.
DMs. I'm going to continue eating.
All right. Can you try and scroll up and figure out who's what side? Okay. I think both teams had a pretty good showing that game. I think if Kathy's is able to find some soul lane matchups that aren't as bad for them, I think that could give them a better shot at the next game. Their macro honestly seemed a lot better than it was earlier in this season, which is always something we like to see. Positive progression. In teams is always fun. Improving potential weaknesses and stuff is
With it, sorry.
what?
Pink the game 2 draft, pretty sure.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, good to see teams improving. I feel like Cylakats has always just kind of been like consistently good at everything. I feel like they haven't had any like insanely like major strengths or weaknesses, so it's kind of hard to see if there's like any areas that they like need improvement on or areas that they are improving in. They've just seemed really solid all around, so not super surprising that they're able to pick up a game win here. Their draft
I think Jonah said
really good.
same sides.
Same sides. Okay, cool. That makes my job a lot easier.
Also, I think Cylakats do need to improve a little bit on the late game macro. Being able to recognize when you're able to rush Barons as Shyvana, Yasuo is super important. Like, if you're building Demonic and Bork, you should be trying to rush Baron, especially if your Yasuo is that strong. Like, when you see them on the Dragon, it should always be the beelines of Baron. You can honestly just start taking fights around the Baron as well, because Shyvana does take objective fights pretty well with her ulti, so that's just my opinion on how they could have played it a little better. But I think overall Cylakats is a little... is probably like the strongest, or one of the strongest teams just overall. They have like a lot of really strong mechanical players. I think Jonah has really stepped up as a jungler,
Hard agree.
providing their team a lot of utility. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, and Silica being able to play the traditional ADCs is a huge boon to his team as well.
And
Very
Seraphine,
impressive.
that champ is good.
I will say, I think his Seraphine needed a little work, to be honest.
Yeah, but he locked it in. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
As long as
Yeah.
you're not sitting too hard in draft, you're pretty much chilling.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. If that was like his first time Seraphine, that was a pretty decent performance, I'll say.
True. I think it was probably almost definitely his first time Seraphine in scrims. I don't know. All right. We have the key matchup is now updated. Silico continues to have a pretty good KD, and Hongs has drastically improved. They now have added another champion to their pool, and that's about all the changes to that.
Okay, Jonah is
Sam
not
S.
Steel Wolf
This
33, so
looks about
I'm
the
sure.
same. Valor
Mhm.
stats also look about the same. I guess the Yasuo moved up slightly higher in the list because
Mhm.
he's played it again. And
Yep,
then these
very solid.
champions, I believe, are basically the same, except Chris's Lilia's stats have been updated to reflect the game that just happened. You said you pinged me on the other drafts.
Good.
Okay, I will.
It's in general.
Yeah,
I hit
I'm
the
looking
reply
for it.
here.
Uh,
Uh, I added you, and then just click on the reply,
yeah,
and
I'm
then
trying to go to the captain chat to find the link so I can pull it up.
ah, oh, okay.
Okay,
Thank you, no.
hopefully that does. Yeah, cool. Okay.
I have a lot of things to say about the second draft, personally
Yeah,
speaking, but
okay. It looks like Sivir Lulu Ezreal? I'm not sure why the Ezreal is banned. It could be that they're just assuming the Yuumi will get picked up again, and Ezreal Yuumi is like
yeah,
a good combo.
I think it's valid.
But I also think that there's better things to ban, not gonna lie. Senna
I'd
and
agree.
Yasuo both banned, I think, are
That
valid.
was very good draft
Again, not
adaptations
sure why we're banning the Akali.
for fun.
Maybe
It's
Valor
funny.
plays it. I would have banned the Seraphine though, because they're just gonna lock that champion in first. I mean, I know I'm saying that when I see that they literally do it, but I also would have called it anyway. Just lock that champion
Yeah,
in
of course.
first pick every single time if you're allowed to. I mean, I guess we're guilty of doing a bit of trolling with that in our last series, but I think
Hey, we had fun. We had
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
Hold on.
we're doing a bit of trolling, right? So the Seraphine gets locked in, and then the Neela Soraka insta-locked to counter it. So it looks like Kathy's Kittens is actually completely fine giving over the Seraphine champion as long as they're able to lock in bot lane that they consider very powerful. Going with like an Enchantress hyper carry lock in both times. And then
Yeah.
Ash Lilia locked in as the counter. I think Jonah probably wanted something different in the jungle position. I think he's probably equally skilled on both of those champions. And this takes away the Lilia pick from the other team as well. He could have maybe not realized that it was a denial in the first game and just kind of left it up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Seraphine
Agreed.
Ash is locked in instead of Seraphine Senna. I think both are probably equally strong. I think it's situational, whichever one you want. And I think I probably would have preferred the Senna into Neela, but obviously if it's banned, you can't really do anything there. And I think Ash is actually
Agreed.
also pretty good into Neela Soraka because if you hit an arrow in either of those, it's pretty much crippling.
Mhm.
And then they're able to lock in the Kale blind. It could be a flex. I honestly don't know enough about their team to really know who's able to play it where. Although I believe this is going to be a top lane Kale because I think that's Malphite mid. The second band's coming through. The Wukong and Kayn.
Before we go into the second bans, I will say we're being told that the Ezreal was a ran out of time ban, so it was just a random ban.
Okay. Well, that
but
makes more sense.
yeah, and then the Wukong and the Kayn from Sam. I think those are pretty
Yeah.
valid bans. I'm surprised the Kindred is being let through again, but I think they did show last game that they are able to counter the Kindred.
Yeah.
Lots willing
Yeah,
to
I
play
mean, I
around
also
that.
think like Kindred, Kale, Neela leaves you in the no engage department again, even if you are able to
Yeah,
do it. Because I think it kind of blends into what you're saying last game, where it's like if you are doing that, you're relying on one of your solo lanes who have typically been struggling to be that primary engage.
Yep.
So if you give
Agreed.
an engage to Sam, it kind of fixes that.
Hmm.
And then Victor and Yone banned away from Cylakats, respecting Valor's champion pool. And just
Yeah.
or also those champions are strong, so it's good.
Yeah.
And then
Agreed.
Sam picks up the Zac. I don't know if that's
This
a
is his
great
first time.
matchup into Lilia, but I don't really care.
It's decent because you can like long range engage on the Lilia before she can start building up passive.
Gotcha, that makes sense. I mean, I was just thinking the AoE stuff on the Zac is typically really good in the early game, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a jungler. I think jungler is probably my least played role, but I think compositionally this pick is really good. It gives the
Yeah.
team what they're missing, and it puts
Agreed.
that like skillful engage onto a strong player. And then Silas Corki locked in. I assume this is like basically a forced Silas top lane. They're probably assuming it's Kale. And then Corki blind mid. Valor's really comfortable on that champion. I've seen him play it before. He's quite good at it. And then
I think they just brain locked. There's no way you
No.
actually want to pick
So-
Malphite into Silas, right?
except I'm 99% sure this is picked into Corki.
That makes sense.
Right.
But it's
so,
like,
so I think this specific lane is not that bad, but also like if I know it's probably like a champ pool thing going on as well, and you just want more engaged in this composition to kind of allow the Neela to do what she needs to do. But if I was Kathy's Kittens and if I was drafting this and I realized that we are stuck in a situation in which our best option is drafting a Malphite into Silas, I would probably literally shit my pants. That is like the least fun thing you ever want to deal with, because if you're playing Malphite and you build full AP to make his ult very strong, your Malphite isn't able to do Malphite things anymore, really, because you just turn into an ult bot. But when Silas gets to take it, Silas building full AP is what he's supposed to build anyway, so you don't actually have any weaknesses. If it wasn't already obvious why this counter is insane, the lane into Malphite is specifically good, but as I did say earlier, I don't believe these two champions will be laning into each other.
yeah. I will say I was very surprised by them being so willing to blind a Silas top. Or it's not even blind. Like, you have information that the Kale is going to be in one of those lanes, and I'm pretty sure Kale dumpsters on Silas. Like, sure, you can steal the ulti and it's pretty good, but like, as long as the Kale can play to ranges and can avoid getting early killed by the Silas, which is a skill most Kale players should have, IMO. But like, as long as you can play out of the Silas's ranges, like, I don't think the Silas can ever kill you post 6. Like, it is actually impossible for. I think Silas. I mean, Silas probably never gets killed, but I don't think he gets the advantage that he wants to. Maybe he can have like a lot of lane prio, but if you're drafting the Corki as well, you're basically forcing the Silas into top lane. So it's like you don't get like as much advantage from the Silas roaming as you want. Like Silas, if you're picking him mid, you generally want to play like a more roam heavy style, and if the Kale is being locked into mid lane or something, or like you're playing versus like a low prio mid laner, you can typically be able to clear the waves like a little bit faster and like try to escape lane. But I just don't think the Silence pick is very good TLDR. It is very strange to play into the top lane versus a Cal.
I mean, I will also say champ is just kind of giga OP right now, so I don't actually think it's terrible.
Is Silas?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, he's getting nerfed because he's like perma prio and pro play.
Pro play. Why?
I mean, also like just in organized play, that champion is really good because
Yeah.
the thought process
The-
is
if you-
the current
if
meta
you can
team
get
fighting
that.
is really good. So you're trolling if you don't have any team fighting ults on your team. So you either draft 0 team fighting ults and then you lose because you don't have any good ulties, or you have team fighting ults and then Silas is chilling. I think Apotheosis, is that what it's called, is really good on Silas. You also have the Soraka ulti and Kale ulti, so you know. Oh, and I guess also Zac ulti is probably bad on Silas? Question mark. Unsure.
It's like it's not very good
Does he get cooldown refunds or no?
on his W, not on your life. God,
Okay,
I wish.
because it drops blobs and that's how it resets. Okay, right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like thinking, and I was like, actually, but yeah. So anyway,
Imagine,
they
bro.
picked it. They picked it with 3 really like, maybe not like the best ultis, but 3 pretty good ultis for Silas. So I don't think it's actually as bad as you'd wish it was. I think.
It's not optimal, but I might be a champion pool issue type beat. So, I don't know. It is what it is. 'Cause it does look like it is the Cal top in the Malphite mid. Blake is reminiscing right now about his Malphite mid, I think. So.
I don't know. I think mid lane should be pretty exciting. I think Gavi is on a more comfortable champion for himself. I know we've at least seen more of the Malphite, so I'm just hoping it'll be less of a stomp.
Agreed. I
And top lane should also be interesting.
a fun game, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if the Silas can get like an early lead, this would be pretty solid, but I'd say I'm favoring the Gale here. Okay, so it is farming Seraphine and Ashe support. I think we ran a variation of this comp as well.
Okay, no. So I believe we've played it 3 times, and twice we've had the Ashe support. I think we probably have the read that the Ashe support is the better way to play it. Especially given what you were talking about in the previous game, where Seraphine's able to get a lot of farm, which is able to make her pretty strong. I believe this is our first time seeing Cylakats run the Seraphine carry, even though I think they've played it like.
So you mean this is our first time seeing Cylakats copy us again? Anyways, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, neither of their bot lanes this game have been original, Smile, or the series have been original.
True. A bunch of copycats, I will say. /S. We do just like seeing solid drafting, though. I think this bot lane is pretty solid. I will say I think blue side does have the problem that I was talking about last game, where lack of engage is kind of sus outside of the Sylas ulti, but we'll see how they play it.
Yavid is not able to farm very well here, but I think that is just the downside of this lane. But I think later on he should have a better time once he's able to get some items that give him regeneration. I am surprised that he picked up the Deering here and not the D-Shield, because I think that could have mitigated the losses a little bit. But he's able to trade pretty well into Valor, which wouldn't have been true if he had the D-Shield, so I guess both have advantages.
Oh,
now, the Zac is coming mid here. Oh shoot.
Could be a good gank, yeah.
But there's also some happening bot lane, so I'll just let the camera do its thing. Hong cleanses and does not get the kill, but it's really close. Zac is still sitting mid.
Hello, Hong.
Hong might be able to get this here. No. And the Zac is still just sitting mid. He's on a ward though, so I think that's going to make this gank pretty tough.
Yep. I will say, Cylakats is lacking a lot of AD damage. I would prefer the Corki go crit here.
Yeah, especially with how
crit
short range
Corki is not that good. But
I mean, I think it is like better statistically. It's just hard to actually get the damage down. But I get into this comp, I think it's actually not that bad. Teddy flashes here, is able to pick up the first blood, but he dies to the Seraphine.
Yep.
About equal gold to both teams here, because the kills are going to be 400 and 450 because Hong's kill was unassisted.
Agreed.
Agreed. I presented a fact, man. How are you agreeing with the truth?
I still agree with the facts, Dean Jones. What do you mean?
Sorry, I've been facts and logic or something. I don't know.
True. Hold on, let me finish.
Dude, I want to see Flash from Malphite here to just own this guy.
True, that's on God. I'm surprised he went with Comet over the first strike. I think Blake prefers, but like, kind of makes sense.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna first strike to Corki. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Mobby.
That's all good. Yeah, we've got CS advantages in mid and slightly bot, but top jungle seems pretty close in terms of resources. Interesting to see when either team will try and prio this first dragon. Ocean Drakes are really, really important this early in the game because they allow you to sustain quite well. So if it gets picked up early, that's a huge help to whichever team's able to get it. Especially with the Malphite being into a poke matchup, and I guess the bot lane also has to deal with poke as well, so we could see some early prio from Kathy's Kittens on the dragon, but not entirely sure. Valor does have the first strike. I'm sure he got a lot of gold off that trade. Definitely got.
He's probably farming up the fucking Corki or the Malphite.
Ooh,
good engage by Sam. The pull back
into the root from the Soraka.
Okay, well played from Sam. Super good engage.
That was awesome. Yavid now has ultimate
as well.
And Valor. Oh, Valor should just die for that. He took a tower shot.
Ulti into the full combo of Valor just
flash and ignite, so he should be able to just run that back when his ulti comes back up. Really well played by Yavid, showing his comfort on this champion.
True. The high intensity Malphite mechanics truly on display there, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he played really, really cowardly at 5 and like most of the level, which I think is definitely like intelligent play. I don't know if it was like entirely intentional, but he's able to bait in Valor because he looks to be really weak, and then he just hits the 6 and immediately pops the R. That's well played.
Yep.
Jonah might be able
looking
to
for
just
the
kill him
pickup
though.
here.
He's able to get
Oh,
the slow
leads
with
on
the
the
Q, the
E.
movement speed steal, and then Jonah just whiffs the ability. Yeah,
I think he was
Q's a
in
good
range to just
ability.
lead with Q.
Yeah,
That's weird.
tragic. Chris has done a really good job this lane of keeping up in CS.
Yep. That's
And
all you need
not
to do
dying.
is scale in this matchup. So I'd say Gil's probably the favorite with this current lane state. I'm not
And
gonna
Chris
lie, like
grabs the cannon minion. Huge.
big dubs. Valor does get a plate though because he's been showing in this Malphite non-stop. He is okay, so he does build the Codex here. Okay, I did watch some of this game and I don't think I agree with buying the Codex this early. I feel like
Don't
you
you
should just
get the-
hard rush the Manamune, right?
Yeah, I thought that's what most people did.
Yeah. Plus you just need the AD damage.
Yep.
No. Oh,
Sam
good
makes
engage
another
from
good
Sam.
play.
It's
Sam's-
the double.
Oh, he
you
flashes
the
out of
flash,
range.
but he breaks it.
Honk should be able to just get it.
Oh, the Appo? Okay. And then Cylakats tries to get the ulti back, but it
Chris
doesn't work.
doesn't have mana for
Chris
ulti
does
here.
get ultied here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well played from Bennett here. Sam's looking for the engage here.
He
Ulti
should
is a little
just
bit
be
of a reach
fine.
IMO. Yeah, he should be out.
Oh, Jonah
Oh,
with
the flash double
clear.
ulti. Okay.
But Teddy's gonna
He's
be here.
looking
Might be able
for
to
it.
get something
He's
up.
dead here.
Soraka
Oh, wait,
ulti
so the
might have just
Soraka
salvaged
coming
that
down.
play.
Never mind.
Teddy picks up a kill.
Okay.
Good job.
Well played. Well played by Kathy there, pressing R at the right time.
Yeah,
and just
he
get back
still
in
has
range to heal.
ulti and ignite. Valor could just die. Yep. That's
Just
gotta
not like
hurt.
it.
The second time that happens. And
Yeah.
Yamid still has the flash, so. That Malphite is causing a bit of a problem, for sure.
Yeah, true. Bit of a problem. Bit of a menace.
Counter pick functioning as needed or something.
True. I will say I don't think so.
Sam smites at 901, but it works.
It happens. It happens. Like
It does, it does. And honestly, considering it's exactly 901, I don't know if we can vault him. Like,
true.
I don't know if I've seen that too many times. Okay, Valor is going for something here. Yavid's
He
able
does
to just
get
hit
a
the
lot
Q
of
and run
damage
away
down.
though, so... Got some emotes from Bennett here. Chris does have flash and mana for ulti here, so... This shouldn't go
Oh,
the same
Sam
way.
does look for the another engage here onto the
Keep
Corki.
aiming for the wrong.
Oh.
Doesn't go for it.
Okay. I mean, if Malphite's ult does come up in time, they can just do the double knockup,
Yeah.
ultra CC,
Jonah
true
double
combo.
camp.
Yeah.
Crazy mechanics.
Oh, he's still here. Oh, the Malphite ult is coming up.
Oh,
Okay.
interrupts the
It's in the
dash.
middle of the W.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Knocks
It's the
the
ulti
exact
as
right
well.
direction
Sam
of
is
the
fucking
ulti. Yeah.
correct, man.
That was awesome to watch. Sam is 4-0 this game. Kind
He's
of
playing it really well.
Yeah. Only player on Kathy's that's behind is Bennett, and I mean he's a or not Bennett. Chris into Bennett, and that's fine. He's playing Kale, so it's okay to be behind early.
True. This is a Rift-tailed pickup from the side of Cylakats, though. Should go largely uncontested.
Yeah, I think Kathy's is probably just waiting for the next dragon to come up to fight for objectives, considering... or, never mind, I was going to say considering I blew the Malphite ultimate, but they didn't need to get the kill there. Chris should be able to live through this. Sam goes to try and get something done, but he's not able to hit the Q, so probably not going to happen. I feel like Kathy's has a good enough lead that they don't need to really force anything until the kill hits at least like 11 to come.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's also like a grossly strong, and if you hit the double knockup with the Malphite,
Yeah,
you should
Yavid
just
is
melt
2 levels
anyone.
up, should just be able
Ooh.
to get a kill here. He has the ignite
That's
again, does
combo
not need
is
to use
just
it.
gross. Okay, so the last chapter is picked up from the Corki here.
Yeah, I mean... Like,
I just don't think this is good here. I'm not gonna lie. You have 4 AP into
all I'm
Zach.
gonna say is, you know what costs the exact same amount of money as a Lost Chapter and would be the absolute correct buy this game?
Noon Quiver.
No. Hex Drinker, right? Like,
Oh, true. Actually, wait. You're
yeah,
smart.
Hex Drinker Rush on
Jesus.
Corki is basically just broken OP. It gives him everything he needs, and it allows him to survive really well in the typically AP-dominated mid lane, especially if you're getting assassinated by an AP champion over and over again. So
I forgot
would
about
like to
Hex
see that get
Drinker.
built out.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it's like the most common first component build for Corki or something.
Okay, combo. But Hong is just doing so much damage with his
I think if Hong
passive
flashes,
sector.
he's able to get a kill here. I don't know if he's going to go for it or not.
No ego play
Please.
from Hong. Sussy among us, to
I mean,
be
he's
honest.
got 110 CS. Let's just let him farm and
No,
DLP later
no.
on.
You always flash ego, the Q. Come on, shaking my fucking head.
He can also just get it going here. He's just waiting for
Sam's
his
just looking for
boy
the
Sam to
dive,
come.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hong
misses
goes in
the
now,
double
except
E.
he's taking
Gets the
tower
Q.
shots, so he's gonna need
Oh,
this
but
Soraka
Soraka?
ulti to save him. And his Soraka healing is enough to keep him alive. That is kind of disgusting. Chris
that's
might
weak
actually be able to
tempo, that's weak
ultimate here. I assume, considering the camera left, that's what happened.
The Herald does get dropped.
Yeah, Yavid's able to kill it before it takes his tower. He's not really able to stop it from charging. His ulti is not quite up yet, but it's about to be soon. He could just ult onto Valor and kill. His full combo shouldn't have enough here, especially now that the bone plating's gone. Hong is able to just attack this tower like crazy, taking some tower shots unfortunately, but he might be able to burn the tower before the Ashe gets back. There's a top jungle 2v2 looking to happen here. The kill
But Sam
ulti
is here for the
stolen.
counter.
Sam's
Oh,
over.
okay.
He's
The
able to
ulti
get
comes
him
out
slammed
from the
into each
Gale.
other.
Oh, but the ulti
Lily
comes
ulti
down.
could be big enough to prevent it. Tower
Oh,
shot's
but the
gonna pick
Ashe
up the
are whiffed.
Silas. Sam might be able to pick it up here, but I assume these two junglers are just gonna walk away from each other.
Yep. Lily with the move speed should be able to get out here.
Yeah. It looks
Leandre's
like
pickup
the
is
Malphite
pretty
ulti
solid here.
was burned, but was not able to pick up enough. They're gonna have triple Leandres this game.
I mean, it's fine because it stacks now, right? But
Yeah, I mean it's into one tank.
yeah, it is a
So,
little rough.
And I just
I think
don't-
it's fine on the Lilia, but
Wait,
I don't know about.
Is Corki going some? What is Valor building?
Do you want me to spoil it? Because I do know. I do remember.
Okay,
I had an
is
extensive
it-
conversation about
Is it
this.
Leandres into Archangels?
No,
Is there an Archangels in it?
no.
I'll just watch and cry when I find out. Okay, Valor's able to
The
get
package does
a
come
good package
out.
here. I think
Silas.
Hong might be able
Ooh,
to
with the
just win
combo
this.
into the charm.
The shield
Hong
goes
still
popped.
wins this though. The shield is just too gross.
Yeah, he turns onto Corki. He's healing so
Oh.
much from the Soraka and his passive. I think
He
Kathy
does.
just gets sacrificed here.
Hong does get the
Hong's looking
pickup
for the
here.
dash towards Noam, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it or not.
Lilia should win this if he plays
yeah.
the ranges. Nice.
So Noam's
Okay.
just able to shut it down. But, Yavi doesn't have ulti yet. He has the flash, though.
Oh, the Everfrost. Okay. Everfrost with the giant spell. Kind of a tankier build from the small fight. A little more utility after the ulti. I like it.
I was really hoping for a flash ulti onto the Ashe.
Agreed.
Choosing to not burn that many resources for support, I understand.
No, that's not based. TBH.
I didn't say I agree. I said I understood.
No. Oh, good combo.
Okay, now
Ooh,
the ult
ulti
goes
onto
down
his
on
air feed.
Cylakats.
And into the fucking
Does
Zaki.
not need to
Just
use
gross.
flash.
Oh, whiffs the Q onto the Lilia though.
It looks like
The arrow
Chris is
coming
able to
out,
survive the
but
fight
another
top.
whiff from. I will say, no, Nom's ashes. Kind of whiffing a little too many ultis. TBH. That is like sort of the entire champion when you're playing this poke build. So
Wait, what was the player in like LCK though? It always just like fire ulti for no reason.
I have no idea.
Ashe. I don't know. It's like something, and he like convinced his coach that it was better. So his coach literally just bot reviewed the entire season. Yeah, Prey. And they went through it, and he's like, "You hit 10% of these, and they never do anything." So, basically, the conclusion from that little anecdote is that ult people who are close by that you won't miss. It's
Yeah,
better.
it's
Unless you
useful.
have like the X factor that I managed to have somehow, where I just fire blindly across the map and hit random stuff. But even I only do that in normal games, so I wouldn't ego that in scrims. Especially when you have the like. Okay, that hits Soraka, but you're
But
not
it
getting
doesn't do
off
anything.
of it.
You have no follow up. Nala is just getting the red buff. Sam did hit the Q, so he's looking for the engage again. Looking for the E. Oh,
hits Valor.
it's
here.
the angle onto Valor.
He might live.
It's the ulti. But the
Malphite
double
ult
charm.
misses, and then the counter Malphite
Okay.
ult actually hits 2. Bennett's
But
able to pick
Lillian
up
is here with the
shutdown,
3
but
shutdowns.
Teddy is
Yeah.
on the entire
Teddy is just
backline.
doing too much damage,
He
yeah.
ends up dying.
Lilia just does too much damage right now.
Oh, they're able to root the Silas under tower though. And the
Yeah,
Silas from Kathy
but
was used
Sam
there.
is too
Kathy is
strong.
going to end up falling, but
think he
Chris
lives here,
is
yeah.
now here, so they might be able to get something done. It's ultimately a 3 for 2 in favor of Cylakats.
I will say, I think I would have preferred the Conqueror in this matchup compared to Lilia. You
Oh, I
do
agree,
kind of
yeah.
want to be able to duel the Zac, but it's a little iffy. I feel like Harvest is still fine. There's a lot of squishy targets.
I mean,
But I'd say it's like
would have liked
we
the
do
Conqueror
kind of want
because
to box
of
the Lilia
the short
or
range
the
of the other team.
Nyla. Yeah. It's really easy to stack here.
Gold Lead is actually slightly favoring Cylakats here. They're... Wait, I'm not even sure how it's happening this game. Gotta check. Slight advantage in... Oh, it's all top lane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plates. That's what it was. That's what I wasn't considering. Because I saw there's a CS lead top, but I didn't think that
Okay.
was big enough.
If we want to revisit the Corki build,
I don't... What am I looking at?
it's Crown.
No, I know, but why is there also the... I don't know.
I just don't think it's very good.
I'm
Yeah.
just
It's
sad,
just-
yeah. Teddy's able to flash trade for flashing
Yep.
Ignite. To get a
I
kill.
think Jonah is going the demonic second, which is valid.
Yeah.
Silas gets the hourglass second just for playmaking potential, which I kind of agree with. You do want to
Yeah.
just be able to buy a lot of time with Silas. If you steal a Malphite ult into hourglass, it can be pretty lethal as an engage. A bunch of other stuff.
I'm just concerned
Doing this
how
with
he
no
picked up-
smite, the E coming out from the
Oh,
Zac.
that
Oh,
means-
and into the ulti.
He's able to, I don't know if he hit them or Zac hit him, but...
Silka does get the 2-man
Oh,
ult,
the
but
counter
I think
kill
it's
ulti
just
comes
over
down. Might
here.
be enough for Bennett to get something here. Oh, my
Oh,
god.
okay,
Bennett's
gets
able to
one
pick them
back.
up.
Oh, but the rest of Cylakats is still getting wiped here in the back line. The Zac pick is just doing so much work. Sam S's Zac is
Oh.
kind of gross, bro.
Double drowsy. And Valor's able to pick up Teddy? Nope.
And the crowd
He doesn't
comes
do
in to
anything.
deal 30% damage maximum.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go back and watch the other side of the fight. I missed.
So they
Silco
just
gets
chased down
topped in
the
by
Cylaka.
And then, yeah, this is pretty much what we already saw. Speed him a little bit through this. Yeah, Valor just doesn't do any damage because he doesn't have the Ludens.
Or literally
what a
any other
man.
item that's
Yeah.
not fucking,
I mean,
that's not crown.
we rush our funny little purple book first item that we buy in the game, and then don't build it into anything. So that's
The
cool.
Giga Chad, no boots, straight into demonic second item fucking Malphite build. I fuck with this so much.
Yeah, I mean, do you need boots when you just ulti them like high?
No,
movement
but
speed?
it's funny as hell.
Yeah, I mean, he is sitting on the Rift Herald, so
Yeah, I think Sam going Spirit Visage second is super valuable.
connected now. Can you see my stream on Discord?
Yeah, we can. You might want to go back a little bit. I don't know if we missed much.
Yeah. I think
Hung
so.
did go IE second, which is kind of based because you are all of your team's damage.
Wait, IE second. Game PD?
Third. Sorry.
Stream should be back. Jonah has
He's
said-
going demonic, dude.
Sure.
Sam is such a giga Chad. Demonic is so good here. Like you have so many squishy targets, you can just rip apart with demonic AP as well.
Alright, hopefully that doesn't cause uploading issues. That would be cringe.
Agreed. Lilia is building Spirit Visage third, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I will also say Bennett's performance
Bennett is
this
looking
game
for
on
1v1.
Silas, you know, that...
He is doing a
I
lot.
think that
for this
justifies
team,
the counter pick. He clearly knows
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
doing there.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh,
ult
the
comes
ulti
down
onto
yeah.
Jonah here.
The Everfrost has not been used by Malphite.
Who needs it? It's for the stats, bro. Come on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The active is the worst part of Everfrost, clearly. That's why
Yeah.
TF builds it and does damage with it, right? Come on.
Yep. Kathy has to bring a flash, but gets packaged on immediately. But she just ults herself
He
and
does
heals
no
basically just full.
damage.
It's okay, the
Dude,
Crown
this
of the
Quirky
Shadow
is just
Queen
kinda tragic,
kept him
bro.
alive for an extra like second or two, right? So
True.
he's kind of close to the mana immune.
Alright, I'm being told this is being built into a force of nature, which is kind of valid. My bad, Jonah. I'll do better next time.
The 24 kills to 10 kills with only a 4k gold lead is really funny to look at. I'm not gonna lie.
Agreed.
I mean, they've transitioned it into a good amount of objectives, and they're up a tower, but it's a little goofy to see, I think. Hong is in an excellent 1v5 position. Another Ash arrow misses. He's able to cleanse the sleep from Lilia. His shield bow pops. He's not. Oh my god! Wait, he does get Jonah, but that's basically 1,000 gold over to the whatever the sing-song la-di-da Cylakats. I'm trying my best. I know champion names. That's Seraphine.
KDA taught you that one, bro. What can I say?
Truly. Kathy clearing vision out around Baron, and Bennett is double camping. Sorry, Jonah, you don't get your farm. Do you want blue buff?
Stay poor forever, dude. Albozo, ratio, jungle moment.
And Teddy is dead, so Sam has access to his own farm. So
True.
that's good for him, I guess. He's got the 808, probably blowing up someone's speaker at the moment.
On God.
How much time is left on this? Okay. Well, Malphite has the Herald.
I don't think he knows how to use the Herald, if I had to give my best
We
guess.
will see.
I
also
some
think
other
maybe
things we haven't been
everyone
talking about.
on his team don't realize that he has it. That's my
Valid.
guess.
I will say, Kathy's has been pretty good on the objective control. They have all 3 dragons. They've been
Oh, there it
kind
goes.
of just winning
Okay,
every
wait,
fight.
no, they're making a play. They're making a play. Undo all the
Looks like
things
the
that
dive
they're able
onto
to
the
pick up
silence.
Bennett. Yeah, he should just be gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fucking silence on top.
The Ash
super
ulti
good, though.
hits, but it hits
Rocket
too late.
as well. Yeah.
They should just be a tower. They
should
should be able
not
to
look for
transition this into Baron.
Zach is just continuing the fucking engage. Like, oh my lord, hits the Q.
And Hong
So
is
he
just
should die. Hong is just
eliminating
ripping
the
through
no
the
damage
fucking-
Corgis.
Yeah, I think he's doing good
Yeah.
work though. Come on.
And or this is Shirley. Shirley is still alive.
True.
Was it Sheila? I don't know. It's one of them. I think they couldn't decide on it
Oh.
for a while. But Silco hits a crazy
gets the
ulti.
kill.
Hong is,
Hong
still
is literally
fighting
just
his
egoing in their base
Oh
for
my
0
God.
man.
Well, there's the flash Q. Insane play.
I think this, bro. Why are you just egoing for 0 in the
Jesus
middle of their
Christ,
base,
emo.
bro? What?
They might
should
just end
just
the
be
game
there.
here. Like,
Yeah. To be honest.
oh my god. Okay, another arrow hits.
Arrow gets the combo off, but he's silenced now and
Silence.
just gets torn apart. Oh my lord.
Kathy's been playing really well with these silences. I
Yeah.
feel like she's made a lot of really
Silence
critical
is
play
kinda
on
good.
the Silas.
Yeah. Rocket moment. I do think I'm giving MVP to Sam though.
I
Sam
was
has
just,
made
I was
so many
literally just
clutch
about to
engages.
say,
So many good engages.
depthless game
Gets
and the
combo
fact
off.
that
This
he's
is
like
just game.
been able to help snowball mid lane.
Yeah, it's just gross, man.
Or I'm gonna say that he didn't die and I was gonna die here, maybe. That'd be funny.
Cringe.
Oh my god, wait, Jonah's going for it.
Jonah, why would you smite our fellow jungle king like that? That's fucked up, bro. That's not jungle solidarity.
Oh,
hits
no,
the
the
combo
ulti.
into the fucking Malphite ult! Yeah, that's what you get, bro, for trying to kill our goat. Come on, man. That's fucked up.
Uh-oh. Silas has obtained a Malphus.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can't say anything about MVP if the game doesn't end, so,
True.
Soul, potentially, for Kathy's is going to be up in a minute. So now they're up 34 kills to 12, and they have about a 9k gold lead. That makes more sense to me, I think.
Yep.
I'm just watching this Everfrost cooldown, personally.
Has he used it once?
I don't believe so.
Wait, can you hover it?
I mean, you can see it. Like, if you look at this Everfrost.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Uh,
If he used it, he missed. If he used it, he missed.
That's so funny.
It's okay, as long as we don't see a tier in 4 minutes, I'm happy.
True. It just makes me laugh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, clearly the Everfrost active is just so dog shit, man. You should
I mean,
still decide for its
honestly, like,
poggers.
building tiers early in the game and using Everfrost are just like crushes.
Hog is literally just egoing right now.
Oh no, the arrow
He gets
misses
double
again.
chain. Oh, but the ulti coming
Hog was
out
able to hit
at
the
the.
cleanse.
He's literally
just
just
gonna wipe the
egoing!
team. Wait, is this
Yeah,
a
he
penta?
just cares. I don't remember. I don't think so.
I think it's been too long for this one. Also, Sam just gets it.
Yeah,
sad.
they should just end the game here.
Could've
Super
seen
well
some
played from
pentakill
Hog.
behavior, but insane game from Kathy's all around.
Yeah.
Yavid's really stepping up from 0-10 to 8-1 is a huge change. A lot of people would have just tilted after the first game, but we love to see keeping our head in the game and performing really well after a rough one.
Yeah, shoutouts to Sam. I think he's definitely this game's MVP for sure.
Yep.
Insane Zach play.
Yeah, and
Alright, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
all right, I will.
Someone unmute and take over for me.
So true.
Suck my balls. These other two people played today.
True. Can someone send me the post game from the second game? I don't really care who. I just wanted to show up in my DMs. MVP from the first game? I don't remember. Oh, Valor.
Honestly, I love seeing teams just pick team fight comps. I think they're so easy to execute, and I think people are too. I feel like people are too scared to not pick them for some reason.
Yeah, I mean it's a team fighting meta right now, so it's obviously really strong to have a large amount of team fights in our compositions.
Like Zach Malphite is such a disgusting two-piece combo. It's like not funny.
It was kind of disgusting watching that happen.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Cylakats with their side selection for this game ended up choosing red side. They think the counter picks, maybe not that the counter picks are too dangerous, but they want to make sure that they have two really good soul lanes, because that's kind of how they won the first game. Is at least I assume what their logic was behind it.
I also think that like I think when for Kathy's Kittens, they're not really prio picking blind pick champs, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're looking to pick your Sivers, your Seraphines, your.
Wait, they picked Sivir last game.
Did they?
Yes.
Kathy's picked it game 1?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was here.
Alright, goodbye.
They did Seraphine. They picked Sivir Yumi into Seraphine. So I think they are willing to do it. I just think they need to have a little more prio on their top laners champions, because small champion pool equals easy to pinch out if you let it go to round 2.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, my take is first game, Yavid goes 0-10 because Valor had counterpick. Second game, Valor goes 0-11 because Yavid had counterpick. Like that is the lane that has been like the single most imbalanced lane of this series. So I think them taking red side to ensure that they get the favorable end of that trade is likely the reasoning. I think considering the Seraphine has been pretty well matched by just insert other meta bot lane there, that could be due to like a variety of factors. It doesn't mean that Seraphine's not a good champion. It could just be that Kathy's is playing really well, or that the supports paired with the Seraphine simply haven't been executed as they need to be, or just the Seraphine itself. So there's a lot of reasons behind it, but I think they're probably willing to just give over the Seraphine, or just burn a ban on it, especially because the Ezreal ban was just wasted. Their third ban could just swap over to Seraphine for this game to kind of make up for that. So a few things we could be looking at here. So I believe Kathy's is on blue side, and rosters stay the same unless someone corrects me and I'm wrong about that.
Brock, I'm sorry. I'm eating.
Cool. All good. And then should be able to load the new assets, and then we should be able to hop into the cast for the last game. What did I miss, Mason?
Hold on, I'll screenshot it. It's a bit of a banger tweet. Hashtag live evil.
Ooh, evil geniuses. That was also a banger series. Impact Pentakill. Huge, huge, huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference in both games so far has been the mid lane. I think getting Yavit that counter pick into Valor was super huge. I'm sure you guys have already also did this. Valor getting his like turbo comfort champion pick with like a fairly favorable matchup. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. But I think Yasuo is decently favored into Anivia.
Yeah, I mean, at least if you have comfortable with it. I think if you're a Yasuo, not necessarily like one trick, but highest master, I think you have the favor into most matchups.
Agreed.
I think looking at the champions to watch is actually pretty funny. Both Chris and Bennett have Kale up there. I don't honestly think we're going to see Prio given to Kale in the draft, because I think both players probably have a good counter pick into it.
Yeah, Sam's.
Infinity,
I don't think
KD,
Sam.
Zach.
Zach is making it through again, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a possibility. Jonah undefeated on the Shyvana. I'm expecting we'll probably see that come out. Not necessarily because like the Lilia is like bad or whatever, but if you have two champions and you don't perform as well in one, you'll probably stick to the one that went well for you.
Yep, I agree.
We might see the Yavid Malphite coming out again, but obviously with counter pickup, it's tough. And then these other five champions haven't changed at all. It's interesting that we haven't seen any draft resources dedicated towards Hong's Jinx, but he obviously hasn't been picking it, so maybe it's not a big deal. The matchup stats are now KDA-wise, at least, in favor of Teddy. Or maybe they were the whole time. I honestly don't really remember.
I think they were. Just because I think Teddy always has really solid
Well,
KDAs. So.
I think Silco had like a 4.24 when it was just Teemo. So I think the other two games somehow flipped it. I don't really know. I don't remember. But
yeah, I think Teddy had a better KD in both of these games.
Yeah, I agree.
Versus Cylakats and the Seraphine, but
And then
such is the nature of Seraphine pick.
yep, Sam is at a 5.11 KD total during scrims. That's kind of
Yeah, he's kind of
actually
gross.
disgusting. And then Valor's has unfortunately dropped to 2.3, which is unfortunately what happens when you drop an 0-11 game. Simply unfortunate.
Yeah, it was an unlucky game though, to be honest.
And then
Very
I
hard.
will try to find the draft link. I think Silica sent it in a different channel this time, so it might be hard to find. Nope,
Valid.
I found it. Cool.
Let's go.
I'm like totally just copying like a weird link, but it should show the right thing, so that's all that kind
For
of
each in
matters.
chat?
Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this time, Sivir, Nyla, and Soraka were banned out. So they banned out most of what had shown up bot lane, and they left up the Seraphine, but they also left up the Lulu. So they kind of left up two champions that are both pretty strong. So they managed.
I think this is actually smart drafting from Cylakats because they know Kathy is way more comfortable onto the Lulu, so they're probably gonna prio that over the Seraphine,
Yep.
right?
I agree. No, I think it's smart because it's similar to the strategy of leave open two power picks, but this time it's leave open like a quote one trick unquote, and then just take the power pick for yourself. They also are able to pick away the Jinx. I don't know if Hong would have played it because Cog Lulu is just a really strong lane. But they do take that away, and it's putting Silico back on a hyper carry instead of
which
having
I
him
really
on
like.
Seraphine duty, which we should get to see a chance for him to play in like a more comfortable position than he was.
I
You're
agree.
wrong about the Zac though; it does get locked in. I mean, Cog Lulu is an absolutely terrifying lane, so I think Kathy
Playing
has
for
a
it
lot
is super
to do
strong.
here. Yep. Victor and Yasuo got banned, and then the Senna, which was really
We're not gonna talk about the white pick at
really
all.
good for Noam. Well, I meant to talk to the other stuff earlier. I just simply forgot.
Cringe.
And then Vi
Okay,
gets locked
valid.
in. I feel like it's good at being able to lock down the cog, but I also think there's a lot of appeal to just rip the Vi off of you once she gets on you, especially like with
Um.
Lulu
Okay.
ulti, Polymorph, and Zac
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a champion.
I'd say theoretically that's correct, but if you throw the Seraphine ult on
Yeah,
top with the
I was
Jinx,
just
I
about to
think
say
they have
that.
just too many things to worry about. So the Vi, it's just Vi being the mechanism where they just throw everything onto the Kog'Maw is like super valuable IMO.
Fair.
Vi is also like super strong in the meta right now as well. You can stop the Zac Q midair with your Q,
True.
so super valuable to have as
Wait,
well.
Zac
Um,
E or Q?
Zaki, sorry.
Okay.
You have prio with your knockup,
Wait, I
so
mean, you said Q. I wasn't sure if that is
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
my Q.
Yeah, that's my bad. Um,
I was like, wait,
I,
I'm pretty sure the Q does go through, but
yeah, yeah, I'm
yeah,
trolling. I'm trolling.
that was okay. Um,
If we want to talk about the rest of the draft,
yeah, there's a Teemo ban. I think that one's for the culture, to
that's
be honest. And
agreed.
then both soul laners that Kathy's played last game, taken
Yep,
off the table. I think that's
that's
kind
fair.
of like staying with that wanting to win through soul lanes thing.
Yeah,
They
I will
gentlemen
say
the Lilia Mundo
I'm
matchup
kind
again.
of yeah. I'm surprised they really wanted to leave the Lilia up again. I
I mean,
guess it's probably better because
it worked for Bennett
it doesn't
favorably
give
last
you like
time, right? So,
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
and I mean, I don't think Lilia has like super good access onto Jinx and Seraphine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. I mean, Bennett, I'm like more surprised that Chris took the same matchup. I think he's probably confident enough in himself that he's able to kind of flip it around, even though it didn't go
Uh-huh.
super well for him the last time. And then Yavid picks up his signature Zyra mid blind. I think he's probably more comfortable blinding that than he was the Anivia. And then
Yeah.
Ori is locked in to kind of counter that.
I will say
That
Kathy's has a
should
lot of
be an
magic
Ori
damage on their team, right?
Ori matchup. Yeah. So we should see a Force of Nature or two on Kathy's Kittens this game,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Spirit Visage as well has decent setup too.
Yep.
Uh, but the
Just
rest of
as
their
a
comp
special treat
stuff
for the
like that.
last game, I'll actually generate resources for the culture, I guess.
Uh,
There's some hype around this series, so uh, we'll do that
it's
real
been a
quick.
very intense back and forth for the BO3. It's pretty exciting so far.
Yes, no, BO3s that go the distance are always really fun. What champion did Jonah pick again? Vi,
Agreed.
and then
Yeah.
Oriana, and then Jinx, Seraphine. All right, and then I will pull those up real quick. See, normally we have the downtime of having to wait for champ select, but
True.
anyway, back over here, pull it up, player matchups. I believe most of these are just going to be the series, so the top three matchups are all just 1-1 because that's within the series. Kathy and Noam have played against each other once outside of this series. Kathy won, and Hong has lost to Silica once outside of this series. Not like super interesting, but just something to note. First time Oriana and Jinx for Valor and Silico. Jonas played Vi once to pretty good success. Bennett's game was earlier this series. Yavid has played the Zyra 3 times, is 1-2 on it. Kathy has gotten to Lulu once, and 29 KDA is disgusting. Noam, okay, I was wrong. They had not played Ashe Sarah in the Ashe Carry format 4 times. They'd played it 3. Noam did quite well in all of those, and now we will get to see a Seraphine with a different champion accompanying it. And then I
Wait,
will pull
Kathy's
up.
KDA on the Lulu
Yeah,
is
no,
kind of
it's
gross. What the
disgusting.
fuck?
Then here are the matchups. Top lane is just a run back of the other game. Oriana Zyra
Hmm.
has been played once before. It was a different person playing the Ori, but it went pretty disastrously, and I have faith in Valor to be able to replicate that performance. And then Seraphine has been played into Lulu once, and that's disgusting. Actually, hold on, I'm just gonna find that one. It might be hard because of just the pure amount of games we have on both of those champions. So I will kind of scroll real quick if you want to talk about how you predict this game will go based on draft while I do that. Actually, never
Um,
mind. I found it. This was No Idea versus Jiffy Diffy. It looks like Jiffy Diffy just kind of as a whole did not do very well. This was the Malphite jungle game, or one of the Malphite jungle games. Stanley went like 10-0-7 into
oh
heal
wait,
rate.
was I playing Shyvana here?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a
Good
Caitlyn
times.
Seraphine into Vayne Lulu and just did not work out super well. So anyway, I will be loading the final game of the series. I have no clue who wins this. I believe our jungler and my co-caster may know, but Obviously,
I do have some idea, but to be
He'll
fair, I
say-
didn't watch this game.
he'll say
I will say nothing.
Yeah,
I'll say nothing, but I did not actually watch this game super in depth, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. I will say you would think that Kog'Maw Lulu outscales, but I would say it's not the case here because Vi Orianna has a lot of ways to get on top of the Kog Lulu. Theoretically, if you can peel off the Vi, the Ori, and the Seraphine, the Kog'Maw should be able to just rip and tear through the team. But I feel like Jinx can kind of match Kog'Maw in terms of scaling. If they can kite around the Zac engage, like I feel like Cylakats is a little more favored.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
in terms of
Ori Ball on top of
fights
Vi
and
is
stuff.
like devastating.
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
guaranteed
the
snap
big
engage
thing.
is, like,
You
super
just,
gross.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just slap the ball onto Vi, she ults the Cog, and then that's just rough. Valor's able to get early poke in this game. I think I agree with your scaling points. I think Cog Lulu probably as a duo outscales Jinx Seraphine. But
Yeah,
as a
but-
whole, Cylakat's composition scales better.
Yeah,
because you
I
don't really
prefer
have
that.
any scaling besides the Cog Lulu.
Yeah, I mean Zac scales in terms of tankiness, like it's like really good at Seraphine Jinx because they have no ways to get out of your engage. It's also just like Cylakats as a whole is kind of immobile, so I feel like Zac has a lot of value here.
Yeah,
like
I mean, if I had to
Windows.
describe this game as a picture, it would be, you'd look on one side and you got like the fucking like Power Rangers like all standing in a line, and then you look on the other side, and it is like, you know that like book, I think it's a Dr. Seuss book, but it's all the turtles stacked up in a tower.
No.
Alright, anyway, bunch of turtles stacked up on a tower, right? Teddy is the turtle on the bottom of that stack. if he is strong enough and he's able to support all the turtles on top of him,
I feel like
I
it's,
think they can win the game. But
Yeah, it's him
okay.
and Sam. They're-
yeah, and I was gonna say it might be like 4 turtles stacked up on one person, and then like another turtle that can slingshot itself across the screen. But you know,
That's on God. That's on God.
I don't know. My metaphor is kind of falling apart as I'm talking out. I just think the concept of a bunch of turtles all standing on top of each other is pretty funny.
Agreed.
But, you know. Yeah, Vede is getting traded into pretty heavily here again down in CS.
I think those are
Kathy gets a lot of damage down there with just the Q.
Yeah, I think the Ori does have the range advantage versus the
Yeah.
Zyra.
Yeah, I'm just
We'll
gonna
have to
hope
see.
that Yavi's comfort on the champion will pay off in team fights later on, because I think the lane
Agreed.
is probably gonna be pretty doomed. But if he's able
Yeah.
to play safe enough, it shouldn't matter that much.
I'm surprised.
Jonah
The flash
flashes
Q
on
from
to-
Jonah.
on-
Brandon's Hong's flash. They trade the ignite as well. I do like the early game pressure though.
Yep.
You do want to like try to out pressure the Zac early because Vi does have the ability to match ganks pretty well. If you can get the ball in prio, Vi does have a lot of really
Teddy
good
almost
access
gets
to
that
dragons.
kill. If
Yeah.
Noam did not flash at that
2v2
exact
is insane.
instant, he probably would have been down. Yavi's probably going to flash away from that, but Jonah chooses to just not go for it because he doesn't have the flash in return.
Yeah.
Even though the Summoner spell advantage was in favor of, or like globally was in favor of Kathy's Kittens there, I think trading Ignite for Flash in just the bot lane is actually favorable for Cylakats, but trading the
I agree.
Ghost for Heal Flash afterwards kind of mitigates that. Kathy does not see the Jinx until too late. She's actually able to stack the 20 gold, but is not able to cancel the back, so...
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
I will
Sam
say
should be able to get a kill here.
Yeah, flash from Valor is a little too late. The Q had already connected. He gets the flash aftershock damage, but it's literally not enough, and he just walks away. That's super unlucky. Lives on 1.
Yeah, I mean, Summer's
Jonah
Frost
did
just
go
getting
Halo
treated
Blades here.
left and right.
Yeah. Jonah did go Halo Blades here. I think it's fine. I have been a big Conqueror enjoyer on Vi, but that's only if you like longer fights. I think Halo
I
Blades
think
is
here you
valid.
just want to burst the cog.
Yeah. But Conqueror gives you like the sticking power to like stick the cog as well. Because if you have like the Ori ult or the Ori ball on top, like you can typically survive long enough to get your Conquerors that start dishing out damage.
Yeah.
It's really dependent though.
Chris seems to be doing a bit better in the matchup this time. Still definitely in Bennett's favor. That's a bit of a -1 moment in chat, unfortunately. Hate to see
Yeah.
it, but he's actually able to pick up that minion with the passive, so that was kind of cool. Also, that makes up for it, but Bennett's playing this matchup really well.
Agreed. So it does look like he's going Sunder here on the Vi, which makes sense. It does let you box the Zac out quite a bit. Other than that, Valor going tier, pretty standard stuff. Huh?
I'll just say it could be Triforce, to be funny. He's technically,
Yeah.
or Essence.
I mean, it could. Sure. Essence Regore Drinker? Anyone?
Valor might die here. Unfortunately, Sam misses everything though, so that's not going to happen. Yavid has been playing the trades really good. Unfortunately, not able to CS, but I also think Zyra is probably just a hard champion to CS on. So.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Valor didn't go phase rush here. I feel like it has a lot of value because it lets you escape the Zac ganks a little easier, but
I mean,
just got areas
to
are valuable as well.
cover the Vi and 2 minutes later is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yavid's
what
like being deadly accurate with these skill shots. It's really nice to
I
see.
think this is a pretty
Sam might be able
solid
to steal
Dragon
this?
Ball. Yeah, if he susses this
Oh,
out.
he pops the wrong direction.
Wait, but why did they back off? You can literally just finish up. Oh, does he know they're on it?
I guess.
Oh, good ulti from Valor.
Smite's gonna be close. He has to smite early
Ooh.
for health. Yavid's on the back here,
And
but
then they
is
do manage to
scared
get the
walk-
Zac.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, good collapse from
Oh,
Yavid.
almost.
So the Zac manages to get out. I think this is just a zero play, but Dragon does go over to Kathy's, or not Kathy's, Cylakats.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's huge for
they
Cylakats because they get the Zac passive and the dragon there.
Yeah. They also did change dragons, so they stack a little better. The individual dragons are a little stronger, so I'd say this is pretty good for Cylakats. The extra AD should be able to help Vi punch through the Kog'Maw Lulu. So we'll see how it goes.
Yavid continues to be a bit of a sniper in his lane, but unfortunately wasn't able to use those same skills in the team fight there. I think it was just a really tough angle because he didn't have quite enough ability to kind of position how he needed to force them
To be fair, I think the way he played it actually did bail them out a little bit because the big ass Zyra ult did manage to stop the fight from getting any worse for them because they already burned the Zac blobs, and then I think disengaging was probably correct there.
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't
ask
know.
me.
I mean, I think if they get knocked up by Zyra, Hong just gets the EW slapped
Right.
on and goes crazy, but
Yeah, probably.
who knows.
It's very 50. It's
Game's still pretty close.
Yeah.
And Yavi's actually been able to catch up a decent amount in CS. Maybe
Sam
not
is
like
looking for a
differential
lane
as
game?
much, but percentage-wise, he's a lot closer.
I think bot lane does know they're there though, so they did a little sussing on this gank.
I mean, the pressure that he applies by being there is still really good. It allows Teddy to get a lot stronger, and he gets like easier access to the wave.
Yeah, they were like contesting him for minions already, so it's in my mind it's just like XP lost a little bit from your hyper carry.
XP is just a number, bro. Little
Sure.
purple bar. The cleaver hit there is actually pretty bad. Chris has to take a really long path away from lane, and the HP chunk is not going to be helping him too much.
Very
He
close
did
game.
get the early boots this lane. I don't know if he did that last lane, but I think it's a good adaptation if it's a change and just smart building if he did it both times.
Yeah, I will say I'm surprised that they're not a little more willing to flip fights in Game 3, but I feel like, in my opinion at least, I think you just kind of want to play more aggressive in Game 3. People are tired. I feel like they make more misplays in Game 3s, and like if you're not looking to punish, it can be like kind of bad.
I agree with you. I think the fact that the Game 3 is slow, I think is kind of showing possibly some nerves for both teams. They're afraid that they'll misplay if they go for early plays. Or
which
they
is
just
valid.
both think that they have really good
good
scaling
play
comps.
from Jonah
Hong
here.
might
Flash
be dead
forward.
here.
The ghost
but
coming
he's
out,
able
it
to
flashes
flash
out of the
chase
rocket.
That was pretty good.
He is not 6 yet, or he is. He burned it so early then. They're looking for the dive here. This should be fine. Vi takes one tower.
Jonah
Jinx
might
does
be
get the
dead here.
shutdown. Oh, but Jonah gets the, or Sam gets the return kill, which is okay for him. They get the knockback, but I feel like Gnome's just out.
I don't know. I think the kill is probably good enough for them. They are down 1,000 gold in the dragon.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty big trend through the series, but They tend to just funnel all the resources into Hong, so I think maybe the rest of their teammates being down a bit isn't a huge deal. Valor's able to dodge out on this.
Hot out here, but there's no
The
auto
shockwave
target.
is able to pick
Oh,
the
the
kill. That's really
shockwave! Well
played.
played from Valor.
Sam might be
The
able to
ulti
get
coming
a
out.
kill in
Probably
return.
gets one back, but oh,
The smite.
don't walk towards the wave. Do not walk towards the wave. Do not walk. Okay, well.
Yeah.
I feel like if you walk towards the wave, it's a little troll there, but I feel like it doesn't matter. He just has.
Yeah, I
to
think he was
catch
dead
up.
regardless.
Yeah.
Because
But I will say,
doesn't
I
have
think
boots,
though.
So
Yeah, the 1 kill onto the Jinx is a lot more valuable than 2 kills onto the Zac, but
probably.
that's a
And,
matter of
well,
opinion.
1 kill onto Ori plus 1 kill on the Jinx is for sure better.
Yeah. Then 2 kills onto the Zac.
Yeah. Teddy does not have the CS lead that he's had in other games this series, which I think is rough, especially when, as
He
like,
is the
cog
primary
lead, he needs
carry.
to carry.
Yeah.
CS gap top lane has kind of accelerated a little bit. Bennett's just obviously very comfortable on this champion, or in this matchup in particular, so doing a pretty good job.
I think they're just looking to stack the dragons. Vi is also on the Herald using the top lane prio that she does have to secure these Heralds.
Really good
They are
advantage
super
control on
valuable.
Cylakats this game.
Yep.
I think
Playing
continues
slow,
to trade
playing
out
consistent, though.
pretty well, and the CS gap is only down to 20, so I'd say doing pretty well in a lane that is probably not favorable for him. So
Yeah.
shout out to that, I guess.
And it does just drop the Herald.
Yeah, this Herald right before Dragon's going to be really tough, especially with Cog Lulu resetting here.
Yeah.
They
Valor should
actually
just
do
leave the
cancel
wave
it,
up.
so that's probably good. Yavid walks around to get the eye popped. Looks like they're going for a play onto Valor and giving the Dragon, but I don't know if they're going to get it. Yavid unfortunately flashes into the Shockwave. They're able to deny the Rift Herald charge, but they lose Dragon from it. Which is 2 dragons
I would
over to
say I feel
Cylakats.
like they could have just gotten the charge off if they placed the Herald a little differently
agree.
from Jenna, but to be honest, I think stacking dragons is a little more valuable than 2 plates right now. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like
Yep.
the individual dragons are a lot stronger. Ooh, the
Good
ulti
dodge
whiff.
by Han. Yeah. Lily was able to get some plates while Mundo was down helping with Dragon.
Yeah, which is kind of
Teddy
iffy.
got
So
very
it's like,
close to getting a kill onto Seraphine, but unfortunately was not actually able to do that.
yeah, very unfortunate.
Chris just trying to run away and kite this out. Is able to live, which I think matters, and he's caught up the CS gap a bit. It's close to just like a 25 differential, which it's been worse. So
Agreed.
good progress for him. The gold lead's only like 700, which is I think better than it's been in similar states throughout the series. So the soul laners on Kathy's appear to be getting more comfortable, but I think Chris is probably just dead here. Ah, no, he's actually able to get to the tower in time. He dodges out on one of the cleavers, which saves his life. Could be a big play here. They know Sam's here because he's attacking the board. Sam does not know Noam's here. He's not able to hit the knockup onto Ori, but is able to get the Q tether. The Vi is here though, and the shockwave hits Zyra. Zyra's very low. Looks like they should be able to trade for the Ori, and Sam should be able to get under tower, which should protect him if he goes to passive, which he doesn't even do. Mundo again roaming, which should give Chris some more comfort in the top lane. Mundo appears to just be chilling here, maybe looking to dive Sam or something, but
Sam is pretty low. Does have the passive though, so.
Hong's at 107 CS, which is significantly less than the Mundo. I think the top lane island effect has kind of come into play, whereas Hong's been forced to like
True.
back him a little
Hong
bit.
also has not
He
been able
is taking
to
Krugs,
ratio
though,
his
here, so-
jungler. Yep.
The Frostfire Gauntlet getting some work done, I think, but
I think it's pretty valuable just
Yeah.
being able to slow down the Lily a little more.
yeah, it's a different adaptation than what he did before. We're not seeing the Anathemas first again.
This is valid.
Yeah, I mean, I think the damage spread is better, so it's harder to just rely on Anathemas to cancel out the damage of one target in this game.
I'd
Let's see it play
agree,
mid
but I
here.
feel like you just build it second and then put it on Kog'Maw, and then you're actually just unkillable as the Mundo. But I understand it. Like
That's
you
fair.
go at third just so you can get MR. That's probably the logic,
Yeah.
right? Like, Hong is starting to pick up a lot of jungle
Yeah,
camps
he's
as well.
almost caught
Ooh,
up.
good ulti from, or good E
The
from Sam.
shockwave actually
Ulti
pulls
comes
Yavid
out.
closer to Valor. Probably not what he
Valor
wanted.
does that here.
And they're able to take first turret in the top lane. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know if Jonah's going to be able to get anything here. Unfortunately, the ability from
Sam does
Yavid
get
kind
the
of whiffs, but
fucking
Sam's able to
re-engage.
both, and the ulti actually misses both. Oh my god.
Oh, he
And
ducks out of the rocket! No!
that's huge for Kathy's Kittens.
Oh, that Q hurt my soul a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
think
I'm so sorry,
Cylakats'
bro.
worst enemy this game has been global ultimates. It's
True.
just unfortunate. Except the Senna. Actually, Noam's Senna was like nuts. That everything hit. So I retract my statement. Just in the last few games.
True.
Curse might die here though. He hits the drowsy, but doesn't
He
do
goes
anything.
down, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
I
it
mean,
doesn't take that. That's
yeah.
so cringe. Looking
Oh,
for the
Silica
dive
with
onto
the
the
cool
Silica.
flash.
Good
Hong
flash.
might
It's
be
the
able to
root
get
as well.
the damage
Gets
here
the
if Sam
root.
continues to tank. Yep, Hong's able to pick up one, but dies the tower.
but
and
gets
Kathy
one in
also
return.
is quite low. Valor should be able to pick up Kathy here. Kathy has to ult herself, but the rest of the team is coming here. Sam might be able to kill Seraphine. Yep. He's able to pick up one.
Okay.
The passive's down. Let's see if Kathy's able to get anything done here. This seems a bit risky. And yeah, Jonah just
good
dashes
play
through.
by Jonah to
Yeah.
dash through, try to hit her, but he missed the Q, which is
Gold
kind of unlucky.
is evened up, and Cylakats does have the dragon advantage.
Wait, Dean, can you give me a mod in the stream?
Uh,
I want to ban someone that is spamming V-botting.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to give people mod! Dean Jones, I hate you.
I don't
Cringe.
stream.
Cringe, cringe,
I
cringe,
literally
cringe.
just use Twitch stream for this because it makes making VODs really easy. I'll ban him on my phone, I think. Or actually, I can't because I'm not logged into my account. Just tell me how to mod you.
Content dashboard, and then community, and then roles manager.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric.
Can
The
you
other
cast the game
first
while I
streamer.
can't see it?
Yeah.
Wait, it
Yeah,
crashed.
we got a frozen image on Hong Bobber.
Wait, let's. I'm gonna go back. If you're going to mod our fun person, and then okay, say that again, Eric.
Okay, so you go to the creator dashboard,
Oh wait,
community.
how do I just ban him?
You can just do like slash
Okay, I got him.
ban, I think. Well,
Okay.
no.
I'll figure this out later.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
So
oh,
Teddy gets
Valor
some
getting
damage.
really
Back to
low.
you, man, back out.
Shockwave is down, but I think that was from earlier.
Yeah, I will say the Ludens is probably the correct
Oh,
play
the
here.
third
Jonah
dragon's
is
picked
getting
up.
the
That's
dragon.
huge.
Nope.
No one
This
has
is just
ulti
a thing
available
by
here.
though.
It might come
Hong
out.
is
Oh,
playing
it
a
does
little
hit.
ego. Oh, the ulti flashing
Hong
into
flashed
it.
earlier.
Oh,
Oh,
but
he
Hong
autos a
still
minion.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though. He just has too much peel from the Lulu. Ulti coming out. Unstoppable's the fucking
Oh, Lulu ulti was
volley.
up, but Cog is going onto Valor. If he was AP, that would have killed him.
Ooh, good turn by fucking Jonah here. Oh, Kathy
is
did have ulti
almost
though.
able
No.
to save her. Yeah, it like just came up, but.
Let's
Oh,
see
and the
for
Jinx
unfortunate-
ulti
Oh,
just
played
misses
from
the
Jonah.
Zyra. But Silico is able to get Procket's hyper passive off of the tower, even though he didn't get the kill. I don't know. Cog is quite strong here. So is Mundo.
Yep.
Both just absorbing a lot of resources. I think cooldowns and positioning were kind of offset that fight. Hong had to flash in to pick up a kill while his team was not there to support him. Chris is in a really bad position here. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get out. And his passive is stacked, and he's able to dodge all the Seraphine abilities. Sam's going for a lot here, and he has Yavid to back him up. Could be enough. Silico just gets solo killed, and Yavid should be able to pick up the root. Does not get it over the wall, though. Sam probably can't get this, so he's just gonna turn around. The potential soul for Cylakats is coming up in about 3 minutes. And Yavid is just dead.
Yeah, good pick by Valor. Mundo is just doing whatever he wants up here. A bit of a farm kingdom. Out farming our resident AD carry player.
It's close though. It's under 10 now. And Hong is just gonna pick up a tower here. They know Noam's here.
Why is going Chainsword? Noam is just dead here,
Oh,
pretty
he
sure.
flashed into the ulti from Hong, but is able to get out.
But that is
Tower also
Seraphine ult and flash ult down, so it is a little tricky.
Yeah.
He is going for the
They
Moonstone here.
could- I was gonna say he could get the Rift Herald, but they for sure can't. They can at least clear vision around. Because he autoed the ward, he gets the Rift Herald aggroed onto him. Surely get her revenge or something. I don't know.
But does Sam have 7
Wait,
kills in this game?
He does.
Oh, that's
if-
kind of unlucky.
If more of those are on Hong, it could be a much different story. Does he have the
Good
range to
small
hit that?
from Chris. This is the E, but I feel like she's just dead regardless. Good ulti, try to hit the double Lilia, but it's just, I think he's
Oh,
dead.
Sam's able to pick that up. And is able to get out. He
Oh, gets the
doesn't
ulti
have
onto
passive.
Sam. I think this is worth if he can get it, just so you
and
can
Hong
start
just
dragging.
1v1 Silico
Silica
on the
just
bottom side of the
1v1
map, solo
Silica.
kill.
Yeah. Silica just loses a 1v1.
Dragon
But I
is
feel like
not
they
even
can still
close to
get
being
it.
up though, so I don't really know if they're... I mean, obviously they get the 2-1, but they're not really transitioning
just
anything.
looking for
And Chris
more
might
fights here.
die here. Has the Lulu ulted to avoid the death. Cog is coming up on the fight, but I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to get done. He's in a really bad position here. It's simply just farming. He's really trying to surpass this Mundo. I respect.
I respect none of this. He's a dirty jungle camp stealer. Cringe. Not very red pilled.
True, I've never once stolen farm from my jungler.
That's on God, brother.
That's on God.
So it does look like they're just gonna flip on this dragon.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
Kathy
there's
gets
no
picked up
Oh,
immediately.
good ulti from Gnome.
She didn't have ulti, so it's not like a
The
huge
trap's
loss,
coming
but
down.
Cog is getting lit up. Cog
Yep.
passive could get work put down here. Teleport's coming through, but Zyra plants are able to pick up some kills in the back end.
Yeah, but it's just worth.
Yeah. That's only a 2 for 3 for Kathy's Kittens here. And Valor still
What do you
has
mean
ult.
for Cylakats?
I said 2 for 3.
Ulti catching out the
Chris
Lilia here.
might live here?
He's
And Yavid to back up.
Oh,
Yavid body
the
blocks
ulti!
the Jinx ulti. But this should just be a soul at 23 minutes.
Yep.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Agreed. That's just the power of Vi though. Your ability to do objectives
And
super
now
early,
Chris
super
is
fast.
out.
Yep. Well played. Good push
Yeah,
cheese
and
by
Yavid
Bennett.
is not going to get anything here either.
Or he's just there to speed him up. Well played. Now Jonah does go to the Black Cleaver here, which is probably correct here. Should just be Saul. I think Hong's going Bork now.
Probably should.
I'd go Bork here. You need to be able to punch through the window, no?
I mean, you also need to survive when Vi one-shots you at the beginning of the fight.
I
I don't know.
cry about it.
So you'd rather have a cog that does damage but doesn't get to output any, versus a cog that does slightly less damage but actually gets to deal some?
I just don't think Shield is that good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it saves you enough at times versus the
I
Vi.
don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he builds and how well it does for him.
True.
He's about to be 200 CS. Has surpassed the Mundo. I believe not actually in gold, but in farm.
Agrees.
Zach is like 10k.
Storm
I
Razor
think-
base purchased, and that's on God, bro. Bit of a Storm Razor on the cog or
Sam
what?
is just zoning
Sam's
off the
looking
tower.
for the engage.
Unfortunately, he
Oh,
wants
but
in
the
against
ball
Hong
ulti
Kong.
into okay.
Sam should be able to get out here.
Yep. Vi's looking to
Jonah
try to
decides
kill.
against going in there.
The
They-
Seraphine ulti was pretty big,
Yeah,
even though it didn't get anything done.
Yeah,
It
it
was
traded
just-
for Lulu ulti, I believe.
which is like fine, but it just like it looked cool hitting the Zac as he was trying to get away. Potentially looking on
wait, Sam might
Silicon. This
just
is a
be
good hover though.
screwed here.
Very. Wait, this is a really good bait by Silicon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's no way he has enough damage to kill. Like he just solo 1v.
Oh, Sam was
1v
almost
in.
out, but then goes right to
Flank from
Valor.
Valor
Where
as
is
well.
his team?
Ooh, good ulti from fucking Jonah.
Oh
Going in on the fucking on the
no. Yeah, Kathy's was
Lulu
just
here.
completely
They should
split
just
here.
lose this here.
Hong is
Hong
trying
should
his
live
damnedest to
long
get
enough.
something here, but the Seraphine
Vi triple?
and Ori double support.
That was just a well played fight from blue side or red
You're
side.
right.
Sam, they peeled it out super well.
You win.
Yep. I told you, dude, you could never see Hong going for defensive items, bro. It's damage all the way. Come on, man.
Silico and Jonah should be able to pick up this parent, surely.
Yeah,
Especially in the
with
Seraphine
shields.
still.
If he juggles his shield correctly, he should, but he might die. Yeah.
They really got close on that one. But that
Agreed.
should be a Baron pickup there.
Oh,
I don't
wait,
think
Jonah,
they
do
dropped
you
a
max-
single objective this game.
Yeah. Do you max E or W next? After your Q.
I like E.
We
Okay.
can
The
check.
bursty burst. There's
got-
only one tank.
He's got
and
5
bursty
in E and
burst
5
is
in
fun.
Q.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, you're supposed to max Q first for the knock, for the CD on the knock.
Oh
but,
yeah, of course. You start Q max. I go E max second this game because there's one tank and burst damage is cool.
Yeah, that's valid. Okay.
I don't know. They're down 8,000 gold. Teddy needs to kind of pull a miracle out of his ass to salvage this game, I think. Unfortunately, I feel like Sam's kind of fallen off, where if he goes in, he's just going to get blasted because of how strong the enemy team is.
They should just be looking to group up with their Seraphine ult and try to fight it out.
Hong is quite close to finishing the work here, which could be a big turning point.
Could be.
Yeah, I think if he backs like now, he just has it. Grabs the cannon minion as well, though. It looks like he is going for more farm instead of going the insta-base for the third item spike. They're trying to catch Valor out here, but they have no team to really support each other. I think Caldies needs to make sure that they're fighting as 5, and maybe hope that Cylakats doesn't do the same. Because that last fight was really bad, because they fought as 1-1 and... well, 1-1-1 and 2, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Hong's back is cancelled there somehow. That should just
Seraphine
be due.
ult the top
finally
Silica
hits
just
a
get
Jinx
picked
ulti.
up. This
That
is probably
might
the
be
game,
game
honestly.
ending.
Jinx should be able to end the game with Baron. Yep. Good ulti. Okay. Just hits the ulti onto the fucking Zara. They
Zara
should just
actually does get to live
kill them all
here,
here.
but
or like another 5 seconds maybe.
yeah.
Overall, pretty solid series from Cylakats. Able to bring it back after a horrendous tilt game.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think Bennett probably deserves the MVP for this game. Honga.
Not Jonah.
Nah, I think Bennett's just provided too much utility and tankiness. It's either him, Valor, or Silica? I don't know. This is really hard. Like they all their entire top side played pretty well. Noam also hit
I
like
mean,
a bunch of good ultis. So
I'm tempted to say Jonah just because he was literally on top of Cog every single fight, exactly as he needed to be.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
I don't know. I think I would say Jonah or Valor personally, but
Okay, I could agree with that.
I'm down to say Valor, but I don't know. Up to you. Whatever you think. If you want to go Bennett, that sounds good.
Fuck it. Let's do Jenna. Jenna played really well. Good objective control.
All right. I mean, yeah, they didn't drop a single objective that entire game, so
Yep.
kind of impressive.
Yeah, props.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. I'm sorry it was so late in the night. We are ending after midnight. I apologize. But I do appreciate the support on the stream, including our little bot spammer guy.
Sure, we love bot spammers.
He's really showing up for us, you know.
On God.
But yeah, great
petition to
series
make
to
me mod.
everyone who played. So
Yeah, it was a really solid series. A lot of fun to watch. A lot of back and forth. Very
definitely. All right, I will be cutting the stream. Thank you to everyone for watching.